Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another transfer news show, ladies and gentlemen. 2 times in the same day. We don't take breaks. We keep talking about what's happening. Thank God for us that there is actually something to talk about today. Because can't lie to you guys. Some people just saying the same stuff over and over and over. I'm just saying on YouTube. I can't lie, you're in beef. Cass was sending shots. What shots, Samuel? You need to elaborate on that one because I'm bulletproof when it comes to this YouTube thing, alhamdulillah. Anyway, we're here to talk Granit Xhaka moving to Bayern Leverkusen. We're here to talk about next season. Who's going to challenge next season? Arsenal, Man United, Man City, even an outside spot maybe for Man United if they get their SH together this summer transfer. There's so many different things to talk about. Everyone watching us right now or on the replay, please do not forget to slap the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single person watching us right now, please don't forget to slap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Keep letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Shout out to Mohammed Zahabi who sends in a super chat. He's basically saying, I'm going to translate it to English. Shukran ilak ya Mohammed ya habibi. Basically the translation is, you have to give people the respects and you have to respect Professor Hamza and basically essentially you've got to give him the proper introduction. Mohammed Zahabi, Hamza is the reason why we're late anyway, because my other 2 panelists are in the background. Hamza is the reason why we ate here. Big up to you, man. Big up to you, man. I love you, Mohammed Zahabi. Shukran. Anyway, introducing today's panelists. First of all, his captain left him for Bayern Leverkusen. So we're here to talk. I want to ask him how he's going to fill that void. I want to ask him, will that, maybe hinder Arsenal a little bit next season? And when it comes to Arsenal, of course, Arsenal represent this sound. I can't lie, I've probably worked more of them this week than I've done my entire life on YouTube. Like this week it's been so much Arsenal heavy, Habibi Zahabi. So much Arsenal heavy. Man like Karan has joined us on the channel. How are you doing, Habibi?
I'm good, man. It's been a lot of stuff coming out in the last couple of days, so we're just trying to keep up with everything. But yeah, all good. This is something that was very expected, so happy for him. I think a lot of people are upset, but the main thing for me is he deserved to go on his own terms. If he wanted to leave, I'm fully behind him leaving. I don't want people to stay when they don't want to be here or when they feel like their time has run out at the club. So I'm just happy he's happy. He deserves some happiness after some of the stuff that some of our fan base has given him. So yeah, I'm just happy that he's made the move that's right for him and he feels it's right, because at the end of the day he wants to be a coach and he wants to learn under another elite coach in Xabi Alonso. So good for him.
Love, man. We will see. Also, joining us on the channel. He's probably sick and tired of talking about Mason Mount. I sent him a DM. I said, I promise I'm not going to mention Mason Mount at all.
Oh, I am.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm joking. I'm just
I'm sick and tired of talking about Mason Mount, bro. Sick and tired of talking about Mason Mount. He's sick and tired of it as well. So today we're here to listen to his general footballing opinions. Yes, he's a bozo. Yes, he's a drama queen. Yes, he sometimes gets on my nerves because sometimes he's annoying, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But today he's here to tell us his actual footballing opinions outside the minerals landing at Old Trafford. Of course, my brother is here to join us. Mustafa, aka El Don Staffy. There's only one Don when I'm here, but how are you doing, Mustafa?
This intro was going well for once. I was like, look at Sam, finally give me the respect that I deserve. And then it went, and then you go again about being the drama queen. Now I'm a bozo. I don't know, bro. This might be my last appearance on this channel.
You keep saying that every single time, and then you come back the next day.
Because I'm trying to threaten you, and I'm like, it's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah, it's not working. Rule number 1 of threatening me is actually going through with your threat. you can't say I'm not going to come on the channel and then I DM you, are you free? You're like, yep. That's not how it works.
See you in an hour. I'm just going to get ready.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
No, Sam is my brother, bro. He's my brother. Thanks, bro.
Comment section, am I lying? Isn't Staffy a drama queen? Just tell, yes, is Staffy a drama queen or not? Anyway, we've just started. There's already 100 people in here. We haven't started talking about the football yet. As I said, make sure you're slapping the likes. Make sure you're subscribing right now. Just stop what you're doing. Hit that like button. Subscribe. It's 2 free buttons. That helps out the channel. Big up everyone for sharing the videos as well. Continue to share the videos on your groups, on your chats, everywhere. Love for the love, Habibi. So please do like, do subscribe. And of course, shout out to Muhammad Zaabi for the super chat. Big up to you, Habibi. And now, I want to start with Karan. After that,
hold on. Before you start the show, I just gotta tell these people a quick story. This guy who calls me a drama queen. I wake up today to my phone. First message on my phone. You know what this guy sent me? Because I'm telling you, this guy's a liar. He takes a picture of Mason Mount with the 7 jersey, and he puts -0, so he makes it 7-0.
Oh, I saw that.
And that's the first thing I see when I wake up.
Isn't that such an elite? Like,
see how this guy instigates. So when this guy sits here and tells you, look, like I woke up to that. That's the first thing I saw. So, when this guy says that I'm a drama queen, just know.
Okay, you know what? Karan is not a Liverpool fan or a United fan. Karan, isn't this beautiful? Be honest.
No, it's beautiful. It's absolutely
Thank
stunning.
you. See, real people just having real convos.
Like it just brings back memories. The Salah goal from the smack past De Gea. Oh, it's just bringing back some brilliant memories. But yeah.
Salah sending Martinez to Venus.
Oh God, yeah.
Wallahi, unbelievable moment. You know what's the funniest part? They say Salah can't dribble. He had Lisandro looking 180 degrees the other way. That was the funniest moment.
No, the funniest minute was when Firmino went, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get involved. I need to get something out of here."
When Firmino scored the 7th, it was like, nope, this is just insulting at this point. This is just insulting.
No, it was funnier when you guys bottled the league, bro.
Oh yeah.
We can all choose.
Here we go again.
Here we go.
We can all choose our favorite moments.
Here we go.
Staffy, the last time you were in a title race, you were about 3 years old, my brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Have you ever seen a title race as an adult?
Of course. What are you talking about?
Okay, Staffy.
More league titles than you.
I already know your age, but for the comment section, how old are you?
Oh, didn't I say yesterday? No, actually, we didn't answer. I'm 20. I'm actually turning 29 tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday.
Okay, he's turning 29 tomorrow. Last time United were in a title race were 2013.
It was still called the Barclays Premier League.
So I was 19, yeah.
You were 19 years old. Fair enough. You got me there. I can't lie to you. Anyway,
Ben said you were 3, as if I was watching football when I was 3. Anyways,
my bad. Go on, Karan.
Do you give them the Ollie title race? Is that a thing? I don't know.
No. Have some.
I can't. But yeah, Xhaka. Let's talk about Xhaka. Granit Xhaka, great servant for Arsenal Football Club. He joined us without Champions League. He is now left when we have it. He's went through all the dark times. He got us back to where he was. A leader off the pitch, a great player on it. Gave his heart, and sometimes obviously overly rash. Overly, committed too many fouls and red cards and yellow cards, and sometimes, but he gave everything. There's no player that I would say gave his all, gave his body and soul to a club like Arsenal did with Granit Xhaka.
This guy supports the Knicks and United. He's having a bad day.
No, because
bro, I'm telling you.
I just couldn't ignore that.
My teams are the Rams, Nuggets, and Arsenal. Okay, until 2 years ago, I was suffering. I got the Super Bowl and then I got the NBA title. So it's been tough. Okay, so
I only did that for the Boston guy because he said the Yankees hat pisses him off, but he's from Boston, so that's why I put the Knicks one as well, so I can piss him off twice now. Fuck Boston.
Big up Marlo for the empty super chat. If you want to send in a message, we'll put it up.
Yeah, what do you guys? I mean, I want to hear what you guys.
Karan, can you insult the comment section for me? There's 200 people in here. We ain't even on 50 likes yet. Can you imagine?
Look, pay rent, people. That you are free of content here. Pay the rent. Like the video. It's not hard. Okay?
Like the video, it's free, man.
It's
Slap
free,
like
man.
Button. Yalla, what is this behavior?
It's free rent. Like you're paying rent, but it's free. Just click the button.
Jeff.
But yeah, I wanted to get I know how I feel about Xhaka. I want to know what you guys feel about Granit Xhaka, because to me, he's not. I still feel like we haven't had...
Before I tell you my opinion, let me ask you a question, because there's a follow-up question to your first reaction, which I think the way you responded to the questions is I'm like, okay, fair enough. I hear where he's coming from. Let me ask you a question, though. A lot of Arsenal fans don't feel the way you feel, and you've probably seen kind of
I fought the fight for 6 years. Okay, this isn't something new to me.
Well, like how some people are talking about like revenge arc, all of that. Talk to me.
No, I mean, for me, I feel like if you're looking at his career at Arsenal, it's something, especially the Arteta years. Like he symbolizes everything that Arsenal was. He came to a struggling Wenger team. Everyone struggled under Emery, but he was emblematic of that. He was put in a position where he just wasn't good at. He was never really a lone six or a deeper in the pivot. He was never that guy. And then under Mikel, you saw him gain his confidence back and become the player that he is today. That, like, be honest, how many 30-year-olds are you giving a 5-year contract to? Like,
No one.
genuinely, like he's like they believe in him because he is a very good player and has adapted to this role
Bayern
very
Leverkusen
well.
as well going to make him like a coach or something?
Yeah. He's basically, he wants to do his coaching badges at Leverkusen. That was one of the reasons why he chose Leverkusen, because Bayern wanted to basically buy him as well. But he said, no, I would rather learn under Xabi Alonso and then do my badges at Bayer Leverkusen.
Approach. He said, like the thing, you smelly humans. Wow. Big up Marlo. I mean, that's a way to tell people to like the video. I think with Xhaka, you're completely spot on. I'm going to say my opinion, but I want Staffy to tell me his opinion first on the Xhaka situation. Like, where do you stand with it? Because I'm going to be honest with you, most of the guys are kind of a little bit, I wouldn't say I'm angry, because I don't think anger is a proper way of the way to. I just think they're a bit sad, upset that he's gone, basically.
Yeah.
He's definitely had a roller coaster career with Arsenal, where he came in on a hype. He was a very good player. Where did he play before Arsenal? I know was in the Bundesliga. I just don't remember where.
Werder Bremen.
Werder Bremen, and he had a good World Cup. That
No,
season.
I'm mistaken. Borussia Mönchengladbach. What am I saying? I don't know why.
Okay, could be. That's what I'm saying. I don't even remember.
No, sorry. Werder Bremen is Özil.
Yeah.
Mönchengladbach is Xhaka. Apologies, comments. That's something I got wrong there.
But anyways, he came in. He was a good signing for Arsene Wenger in the beginning. He came with good hype, and then didn't really work out. We all know that armband incident when he threw the armband to the floor, and did the Hulk Hogan to the fans, whatever the hell he was doing that day. But then, like, he kind of rediscovered himself with Arteta. And to be honest, I do think last season proved that he was never that deep lying midfielder anyways. Like, the minute you took him out of that position, he stopped making all these rash decisions and getting all these red cards. I believe he had no red cards that season for the first time in I don't know how long. And, scored how many goals? He played very well up the pitch last season. He was. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was his best season for Arsenal. I agree. Watch Arsenal much, but I think that was his best season. So it's kind of sad that, like, the minute things are actually working well, he gets to leave right away, especially off a title challenging season. He's definitely earned the love of a lot of fans back. I see even Troops is tweeting about. I don't know if that's him or his team on Twitter. That are doing that, but even he's tweeting about him. So, at the end of the day, he's a former captain for them. He was a captain without the armband. I think it was time to go.
Yep.
I think it's time to move on to something new, fresh, and better. Has he been the best player in your Emirates era? Not by any means.
Not even close. No.
Yeah, not by any means. But, he'll be remembered for his good moments. And it's time to move on to something better, something more consistent. Someone a lot more younger than him, because I do believe he's 32, 33
he's
now.
He's 30.
Oh, is he? Okay, I thought he was older. My bad.
No,
but yeah, definitely his best days are behind him anyways. And I think he lived in Germany for I don't know how long of his life. So
his wife wanted to go back to Germany when Mikel first came. When Mikel first came,
I do remember that. He almost left.
There was a move on the table to Union in Berlin that was very close.
I remember that.
There was he posted an interview saying, I was out the door, but my heart was still here. I couldn't leave this club like this. And honestly, to leave on this season, I'd rather him leave on his terms. Like, if he went next season and he got an injury or something else happened or his form dipped or something like this, we wouldn't have this good memory of him to leave him by. I'm just happy that there's this season to go by, because I think the way we've used him, if you watched him for Switzerland and the way that he's used for Switzerland, he's much more of a on the ball, deep lying playmaker and less off the ball, front foot dominant defensive midfielder. He's much more of the playmaker. I put it this way: he's more of an Enzo Fernandez for Switzerland. He's much more pulling the strings from deep and really making sure that things are ticking from in between the boxes. So we never really. I feel like there was that season when he brought him in, and we were close to getting him and Kante. Him and Kante would have been brilliant, but we got one, and then we got Torreira, who just didn't work. So it was very clear that he wasn't going to be used correctly because we didn't have the personnel in that midfield to really get the best out of him. We finally did. He shone. And you can see every season under Arteta, from the minute he came in to now, he's got better and better with each season going on. And that's because Mikel understood what he needed to do with Granit. And I think he's somewhat emblematic of this Mikel process, because every season he's understood what to get out of Granit Xhaka, and he's shown that there's an ability to really find the best that he can out of players. And I think, we're going to move on to it. I'm sure that there's the Kai Havertz situation. A lot of people, I was talking on a Gal's channel earlier, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, but what are we going to do with Havertz? We don't even know his best position." Well, his position is a second striker, and Mikel turned Granit Xhaka, a deep lying playmaker, to one of the best second strikers we've had at the club in a while. So imagine what he's going to actually do with the actual second striker. So there's a lot to get into and a lot to talk about. But yeah, and let's not all talk about Xhaka, because Xhaka is, I think the main question is how are we going to replace Xhaka? I think that's what Hassan was talking about off stream. That's what we wanted to ask.
Yes, but before we do that, earlier on, Zaabi asked me to give respect to this guy because he's a treble winner. Not quite sure if he was playing DM or something. But help us, ladies and gentlemen, welcome this guy onto the stream. Treble winner 2023, of course, with Manchester City. The professor has arrived. Make sure we slap the like button. Make sure we subscribe to the channel, because Professor Hamza has just pulled up to the stream. Hello, Hamza. How you doing?
Hello.
Come on, big up everyone. How you guys doing, man?
Good, Hamza. Good. How are you?
I'm back. No, sorry, I was late for a bit. I just came from work, and I normally wear that shirt, so I was looking for this shirt. It took me 10 minutes. I wanted to wear different shirts.
Hassan played your voice note while we were waiting for you. And, it raised the chuckle. So yeah, that was funny times.
Yeah. No, big up everyone. No,
so Hamza, tell me, since you're here, Xhaka's leaving Arsenal. Talk to me.
He's been a good servant on the club. There's been up and downs with Xhaka. I like him because he's been a player that's, even before, I think, where did he join from Arsenal? 1 second. Before he came to Arsenal, he was playing at one of the German team. What team?
We talked about that, yeah.
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Borussia Mönchengladbach, yeah. Sorry, I can't pronounce it.
It's okay. I got it wrong in the first place already, so don't worry about it.
He was playing for. He's very good. He's a good passer. He's very clever on the ball, and I think it took him years to get to the top, but he was there when Arsenal were in the mud. Like, he was part of that process when you guys had this. Was he? I think he came after Wenger out. Was he part of the Wenger out?
He was there before Wenger signed him, yeah.
So he's seen it all. He's gone through that process of Wenger in, Wenger out. When the fights, there was infighting amongst Arsenal fan base. It was worse. It's like toxic fan base at that point. Like, they were booing Wenger, banners on Wenger inside the stadium. Things were going crazy at Arsenal Football Club. Like, it was so toxic. He's seen it all. He's gone through patches where, remember, one of the worst patches I remember him for, when he had that episode of throwing the shirt,
Crystal Palace incident,
throwing shirt on the ground, putting the two fingers amongst Arsenal fan base. And I was shocked, Arsenal fan, I give you credit for that. Like, you forgave him for that. You forgave him, literally. I respect you for that. Like, not many clubs would have given him another chance. Like I respect Arsenal fans for that 1 point, yeah. Like, if he did that to Real Madrid fans, he's out. If he did that to Barcelona in the Nou Camp, you're out. If he did that to United fans, he's out. He did that to Liverpool fans in the middle of Anfield, that you threw their shirt on the floor. and he threw, I don't know whether he threw the armband and he put the 2 fingers, he's out. But Arsenal fans forgave him like completely. I was shocked. Like,
to be fair, though, they only forgave him after his performances improved. Let's not
It
act
doesn't
like they just
matter.
forgave him like that. It took him a few
No,
years to
it
get
did.
over
It
it.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is, when you
essentially,
forgive someone, and especially in this situation, it's not going to be instant. You have to earn your way back on the pitch. Like but if you look at what he's done since that, because the thing is, that was at the very end of Emery's tenure. It
Yeah.
was like right at the end of Emery's tenure, and he was out the door. He wanted to leave, and then Mikel came in. And I was saying before you came on, Hamza, I think Xhaka has been kind of emblematic for what we've done under Mikel. I think
Mm,
as time has gone on, he's learned how to utilize him to the best of his ability.
Mm.
It's interesting to see what we're going to do now. I think there's going to be it's definitely going to be a leadership gap, which hopefully Declan Rice will fill. And then on the pitch, what's the off the ball structure going to be? Are we going to sign another midfielder? I want to see what's going to happen in preseason, because I think a lot of a lot of people are speculating: is it going to be a 3-4-3 diamond? Is it going to be a 4-3-3? Is it going to be a 3-4-3 with a pivot at the bottom, like you have at City? There's a lot of speculation going on, but until we see it on the pitch, I don't really think anyone knows what's going to happen, because I think Mikel has a very specific idea. I've had my theories on it. I think it will be Kai Havertz as a second striker. He will be able to rotate with Emile Smith-Rowe in that second striker role, kind of playing off Gabriel Jesus and finding space to combine with players and then running into the box for either to produce cutbacks or to tap in himself. So we'll see. There's a lot to talk about in terms of where we're going to go from here, but I have no ill will towards the people who don't like Xhaka. I have no ill will to the people who do like Xhaka. For me, I think that he's someone that showed a lot of composure and a lot of credibility as a man in this Arsenal squad. He showed that it's not easy all the time, but if you're willing to apply yourself and be a leader on the pitch, then you can do great things. So yeah,
he's played well. He played.
Yeah.
I think completely. He's a completely different player for Switzerland. He never has off games. He's one of the main players.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. But then Arsenal Football Club, he's not the main player. Like, he doesn't play as good as how he plays for.
No, he's much more of a deep lying playmaker. He's someone that controls the game for Switzerland. I was saying before you came, he's someone that basically pulls the strings and runs that Switzerland team. Whereas now with Arsenal, he's much more of a now he's more of a second striker, but before he was more of a double pivot player. We're all zoomed in. I was trying to see who you were saying. Did you see my DM? Did you see my DM?
No, I didn't see your DM.
Check
I'm not
Twitter.
on Twitter.
Aha, you're on Pornhub. Okay, fine.
No, I'm not. What the hell? Would be very interesting to see whether Arsenal come back in for Moises Caicedo. Oh, Lord. I hope you guys don't get him. Caicedo was screwed.
Look, my whole thing is, and I've told you this already, I really do think there is going to be movement at Real Madrid because of the money, getting money for Mbappe, and the way they bought in Arda Güler as well. I think that one of their midfielders will be sold. I don't know if it's Fede, Tchouameni, Camavinga. One of these guys is going to get sold.
What makes you say that? Is interesting? I want to know why.
So I'll tell you why. Basically, Jude Bellingham's come in. That's a £100 million signing. They want to get Kylian Mbappe. That's going to be another 150, 200 million pound signing. And with the signing of Arda Güler, who's going to be, they say right wing, but long term he'll be a midfielder, an advanced midfielder. That means that that's another right central midfielder that's come in. So
Arda Güler's not ready. Arda Güler.
No. But the thing is, is if you're looking at,
how can he not be ready if Madrid want him?
No, but no. But you're missing the point. Both of you are missing the point. The point is that long term, that's another right central midfielder at Real Madrid. So if you're looking at it from that perspective, if you're a young Eduardo Camavinga, you're looking at that as a.
I love how people just calling your accent poshkar in this.
Yeah. I don't mind. Look, the main thing is that you actually look at the squad they have long term, and you're looking at Eduardo Camavinga, who's someone that will want to play in midfield. Someone like Orion Tchouameni, who's going to be playing in midfield. Fede Valverde, someone who's going to be playing in midfield. You're thinking, if this guy's coming in and there's still Modric and Cruz, what's the point being here? I need to figure out what my future is. I mean, I know it's Real Madrid, and obviously they are the biggest club, but the fact is you want to play games and you want to be on a stage where you can show your abilities, and there's no better place than the Premier League to do that. So I've said this as well, Hamza. I think that Fede Valverde could be a good signing for Manchester City. I think that would fit very well.
Valverde wouldn't be a good signing for Man City.
I think he would. I think
No, he wouldn't.
no, because why? I'll tell you why. Because
Valverde would suit Liverpool a lot more.
he would sort of Liverpool as well. But the reason why I say Manchester City is because of the dynamics in the final third. Because you want ball retention wingers at the team. So say you have a Mahrez or maybe a Cole Palmer, whoever's on that right wing.
Even at his age, would bang at City.
Yeah, obviously. But my thing is you want that overlap from midfield to allow your ball retention wingers to be more central in the pitch. So you want Valverde to be on the overlap, so you can allow your right winger to be inside a bit more, or you can put Fede Valverde at right wing as well. That also works. I think that right side of the pitch is something City are going to need to look at, because with Foden, they were looking at Bellingham, so we'll see what happens with that. I think
I just want to say this about this. I think Madrid went for Arda Güler as a way. They do this a lot. We know Madrid what they do. They often buy a player to try and stop other teams buying a player. Madrid are just that. It's just a rich boy that wants to grab stuff from other people.
Of course.
That's why I've always said we and PSG are the bullies of Real Madrid. The worst name for Real Madrid is us and PSG, because we both have cash, or we both bully them to signings. So
Staff is so mad when you said that, because he expected you to say Man United.
No, but my thing is, Man United, seriously, if we're looking at it, it would any three of your clubs
sign Højlund. You're not at the same level.
Any three of your clubs would suit Fede Valverde. Honestly,
Valverde is a good signing, but
Valverde at Man United. Karen, what's wrong with you? Of course he wouldn't suit them.
Listen,
Valverde, no. Tactically he works very well.
Karen, Valverde next to Mount and Casemiro stinks to high heavens. Have some.
I didn't say next to who though. He could have.
Exactly.
Okay, so you tell me, next to Bruno and Casemiro, it stinks too.
It would be better than Mount, to be honest.
No, bro, it would.
Man United
if you had
no. Man United need a press-resistant ball, carrier. They need someone. They need
Frankie. Let's be real.
Yes, but Frankie's so different to Valverde.
I know. But my thing is with Fede, and I was talking about this with one of the Man United guys. Is I really feel like he's someone that could provide a bit more. I just think the box to box mentality of Valverde, he'll be able to be a bit more of an engine rather than just Casemiro providing sort of just the off the ball stuff. I think Valverde is someone that can provide an option in both boxes. I don't think he's going to be that press resistant, silky baller that's going to be.
He's not. You want my hot take on this? Actually, I think this guy's average. I really think Valverde is average. When he was linked to Liverpool for 90 million, I thought it was a joke.
Because the thing is, Valverde could be. You could put him as like a defensive right winger type thing as well. You could have him have him on the.
The reason he played on the right wing for Madrid for this long is because he just runs a lot. He's a very good player in terms of that.
He's not taking Kroos or Modric's position. There's no way.
Exactly.
Basically, Kroos and Modric are the guys that start. The rest have to play around them. And to me,
he makes up for the legs, Hamza, because they have Benzema, who was old, Vinny, who's not really a defender, and their midfield was old. So what did they do? They got one of the guys who is known for running and defending and doing all the dirty work, and they put him on the right wing. Is he a better right winger than Rodrigo? No, he's not. But there's a reason he's played that for that long. It's because he covers so much of the dog work that everyone else doesn't do. But at the end of the day, footballing wise, he's not really the best.
He doesn't have a position. That's the problem. Did you
just call Fede Valverde a much better Henderson?
Yeah,
I hate this. I hate sometimes.
He doesn't have a position. A lot of players have positions. Like, let's say, for example, Kroos and Modric, their position. Tchouameni's position. Camavinga. Camavinga, he plays different, but his position. Valverde,
I mean,
let me
with
ask you guys
Ancelotti, it's
something.
left
Let me
back,
ask
to
you
be
something.
fair.
Do you
He's like
guys think?
He's like James Milner. You know James Milner, yeah?
Yeah.
He's right back, he plays well.
Where are we going with this? Milner
He's
and
the
Henderson.
Uruguayan
No,
Milner.
but the thing is,
Who's-
right?
who knows
One thing
James
I
Milner's
want
position?
to ask you
Okay,
guys.
so
is
it's
do you-
not an unpopular opinion what I said there,
Valverde
because
doesn't
everyone
suit
rates
Man
him the same.
City. He doesn't suit Man United. He suits us only. That's who he suits. City
I
needs
mean,
one player.
I disagree, but the thing is, I do think that the main point is I do
Okay,
think
Karen, can you answer my
Real
point if
Madrid.
you disagree? Can you answer my point? They've got Mount, they've got Bruno, they've got Casemiro.
Mhm.
Three players that aren't really press resistant or unbelievable on the ball.
Mhm.
Would it not make more sense to require someone of the profile of a genie? Just keep the ball
Of
pass left, pass
course,
right.
of course.
Yeah.
If
You
you're
need
talking
the
about what
work
makes
rate
more
also,
sense,
then.
if you want to talk about what makes more sense, what makes most sense for Man United is Frankie De Jong. That makes most sense.
Yeah,
if you're
but,
talking,
but Karen,
you're
that's
saying
my
what
problem with
fits.
your argument. That's my problem. Frankie is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Perfect, right?
And then you
I'm
can tell me
saying
Valverde suits
I'm
them.
saying
Wow.
that Valverde can work as a defensive right wing option. That's where he works for that, because it allows Bruno to
Fair
have a
enough.
bit more freedom. It allows Bruno to be
Ten
more free,
Hag does
have more
part with us,
freedom.
to be fair. So that's
This
not
is
a
the
bad
thing.
take.
So Valverde can be a bit more of a defensive right wing
That's
type
so
player.
hot.
So this is the thing. I
You
mean,
love saying that.
I mean, let's call a buck a buck. Ten Hag is playing Ollie ball with Dutch flair. That's what's happening right now. It's quite clearly transitionable football that is.
Before
he's
actually,
buying more into it. That's the thing.
Karan and Hamza, I want to hear
Hmm.
you guys' opinions on this, because this is something I always ask Staffy
Hmm.
about Man United. Before we talk about the big boys, which is us three, Staffy is here to tell us his opinion. Of course, he's not like an irrelevant guy. He's choosing to be irrelevant by being quiet. That's up to him. But I want to ask you guys a question about Ten Hag. Before we do that, I want to say big up to Mohamed Zahabi, big up to Marlon. Make sure you're all slapping the like button. Make sure you're all subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. There's 300 people watching us. Big up to every single one of you guys, man. Do slap that like button. Do subscribe to
It's free, man. Just slap the like button. It's not.
Yeah, like a video, man. Just get us to 100 likes minimum. Hamza and Karan.
Yep.
This is my problem. And I want Hamza to answer first, and then we'll go to Karan before we go to the title race next season. I told United fans, and they just don't want to answer because they think it's like, I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm hating. When you sign Onana, you say we want to play possession football, okay? And then when you sign Mason Mount, you say we want to play counter-attacking football. Is Ten Hag confused, Hamza?
I don't. The thing is with Ten Hag, the problem is this man. I've always said one thing about him. Yeah, I've always said one thing. He talks too much. Yeah, he put himself under pressure for a reason. One thing is when you talk like that, you have to deliver. I'm just saying, like for example, when Mourinho came, first press conference said, "I'm a special one," but he proved it within a season. He is a special one. He won the league. This guy talks too much. He talks too much. He's so desperate to win the fan base of United. And I'll be honest with you, Man United fans, they've been sold that dream. They've been sold that dream. If you look at his signing, Malasha, he's been a flop. Yeah. Anthony, he's been a flop. Yeah. If you look at, okay, Casemiro's done well, but we know Casemiro's a good player. You look at his Sancho's not done well under this guy. Yeah, Ten Hag. He's got rid of Ronaldo, got Weghorst. He wanted Dumfries. This is the players that he wanted. He was desperate to get Dumfries for United as a right back. Look at the talent ID he has. Yeah, that's his first season. Second season, his talent ID, Mason Mount. Yeah, number 7, and he tells United to give him the number 7. Number 7, the most prestigious number at Manchester United history. Yeah, the Cantona, the Beckham, the CR7. I don't know whether Bobby Charlton wore number 7. Did he win it? He didn't win it.
No, it was George Best and Brian Robson.
George Best, bloody hell, man. George Best. These are great players, and they gave it to Mason Mount. The funny thing is, this is a disgrace. Like, he's going for Mason Mount. He's going for.
Of course, Hurad. Any team with me in it is the A team. Go on, Hamza.
He goes for players. So his talent ID, I'm just starting to question it, because this year, if he gets backed, you have to look at last
Hamza, you
season.
see who he's trying to sign? Hoyland and these guys?
Hoyland, and he does. That's what I'm saying. His talent ID and his pool is either bad or he doesn't know. To me, last year, Sam, I told you this. It's a fact. Newcastle and Man United were lucky to finish those places because if Liverpool were as good as they were, those guys are not finishing that. If Chelsea were as good as where they are, they're not finishing there. Yeah, winning Carling Cup, they beat Newcastle. They went through a run of beating Charlton, Nottingham Forest. It was a joke, but they celebrated that defeat. But if you look at the red flag signs of Ten Hag, like losing to 6-3 to your rival Man City, then losing Brentford 4-0, getting thumped with those players, then losing 7-0 to Curtis Jones. When Fergie was sitting at the back watching. Can you imagine how painful was Fergie feeling? Like Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott dunking on them. And they had they had every player.
Hamza, today I went to Wikipedia. Man United, biggest loss 7-0 to Liverpool. It's crazy.
Bro, you know this is history. You know that will never be forgotten. You know, years to come, this will be played as a game. One of the greatest rival, the 7-0. You know,
even you as a City fan, you will show your children this video. 100%.
Absolutely, it's a fact. Whether they won the Carling Cup, you can't say, "Oh, my child, oh, let me show you when Man United won the Carling Cup." You're not gonna do that. It's a disgrace. But they brag about.
I can't lie, you won't do that. He's spitting.
He said, "My child, come show me the Carling Cup."
I'm gonna show about Carling Cup. Like, let me give you
Carling Cup. No one's trying to see that.
Oh my god!
But to me, I'm watching them this season, and its talent ID is a bit shocking, and he's got a lot of pressure because this last year he didn't deliver properly. This year he's in the Champions League because last year he was playing Europa League or something. Now he's got the Champions League. Yeah, we got all eyes on him. Yeah, if he doesn't do well, and he doesn't challenge for the trophy, I don't know what United are gonna use. What protection are you gonna say? What's so good about him other than him saying Anfield is just a stadium? Oh, these boys are gonna make me proud and stop the treble in the middle of the stadium. And these guys were chanting, and then he loses them. He's the manager that lost in the treble. You know the treble. We won the treble in front of his eyes. This is what he'll be remembered for. So to me, I don't rate him now. I'm starting to think Klopp is back. I told you. Klopp is back. I'm happy. I want Klopp to make more signing because I want respect back to Klopp. I want Klopp to dunk on people to gain the respect. And I respect Klopp as the second best manager in this country. Yeah. If one of the best managers in the world, I swear to God, one of the best managers in the world, and he earns his respect. He's just not been backed. I'm happy that he's been backed for the first reason. And people respect him this season. People respect him. But people watch Ten Hag. Yeah. I know Arsenal finished top 4. I know Liverpool finished top 4. I know I will finish top 4. So now, staff has to fight for top 4 with Newcastle. I don't know whether Chelsea will be there. Tottenham and all these kind.
Is it this season the top 5 thing? Is it this season? Or
Yes,
next
it's this year.
So,
No.
so is this top 5 for going Champions League?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So that's why he's not. That's why he's smiling. That's why he's smiling because he knows top. Ah man, this is disgrace. So
I'm smiling. I'm just listening to you, bro. What do you want me to say? I'm just
That's
listening to you.
before you respond, there are 3 super chats attacking Hamza, so let's just read them out. Cool guy is saying City are cheaters, take away the trophies, and then he comes back with another super chat and he says, Hamza is a bald Rory Jennings, both Chelsea fans. Damn, I can confirm he ain't. I can't lie to you.
He might have
If
been
you
an
want-
Arsenal fan, but not a Chelsea fan.
If you want to speak about reality, this guy hates Chelsea more than he hates any other. Like he just cannot stand.
he
Chelsea
does.
football. Yeah, he cannot be a Chelsea fan. And then John Bay says, I'm glad City are not as big as LFC and United. If they are that big, there won't be in any place in the world we can hide. They are too cocky. Be humble, he's telling Hamza. Hamza, you have anything to say back to that? Being humble?
I don't know. No, we're being humble. I don't rub about my treble. I don't rub about my Champions League. I don't talk
That's
about
humble.
the Champions League I've won. Yeah, I don't brag about what I've won this year. I could have dunked on anyone here on the show and make it my show. Take over Hassam's show and say, this is me. But you know what? I'm really respectful. I'm listening to anyone. So I'm humble. I'm just saying the truth. I'm saying to United fans about the truth about this, what's going to happen next
Big
year.
up
And I
John
don't-
Bay, man. But kind of like Hamza was saying the truth about United. Like it's a little the
Not
way
most
he,
of it. No.
I mean the way he
there's
said-
a lot of things that he said was right, but not all of it.
Okay, so
And
what
this
do
is
you
why I
disagree with?
didn't. That's why I didn't answer, because I do agree with some of the stuff that he's saying. But you want to sit here and give Klopp his respect, and you don't want to give Ten Hag any respect. Well, you got to also say that this guy's been in the league 7 years longer than Ten Hag. So what if Ten Hag goes on and has a similar career to Klopp? You don't know that. You don't know that's not
Let
gonna
me just
happen.
ask one thing before we do. Hamza,
I
what is
didn't say
Klopp's
anything.
biggest spend? What is Klopp's biggest spend in a window?
He's got Klopp. The thing is, you have to look at his net spend.
No. Just
I think
let me.
No. We have to because
I know. But let me answer. Let me get the answer
sell
to the
this
question
phone to
first.
buy another phone, bro. I had to sell this phone and use that money to buy. You can't just say,
Yeah.
and you
No.
just-
Hamza, you
Hamza
have to
is
listen to the point.
spitting.
Hamza, you have to listen to the point I'm going to make because it's not. It's going to surprise you. Okay, Hussam, what is Klopp's biggest spend in the season?
Klopp's biggest spend is probably around 150 million, something like that.
Brother, look, how much did Man United spend last summer? Over 200 million?
250, I think.
250 million.
Mm.
And the talent ID in that 250 million isn't exactly bulletproof, is it? Anthony, for the amount you paid for him,
100
is
million.
not
80.
like I'm not even trying to be mean. It's just not something that I would pay 100 million
Malacia?
for. Malacia
That's
is too
12 million. Who cares?
20. Is
no,
it?
but
It
no,
was
but the
like
point
12 million, bro.
if it's
12 million times 3, you get McAllister. That's why you should care.
No, it's
12
not.
million,
No,
guys.
no,
Yes,
no,
I'm
no,
sure
no,
that's how
don't do
football
this.
works.
Don't do
12
this.
12
sure that's
million
a-
guys,
With if you're reporting Declan Rice 105 million, you have to report McAllister with his full price. Don't do this, Osam.
12 million buys that kanji.
No, by the way, don't do that, Karan, because I said 100 million. I didn't say 105.
Did you say 100 million?
I said. I
Okay,
didn't put the add-ons. Why do I put the add-ons?
Kalas. If you say it's 100 million, Kalas.
I'm not Staffy, don't worry.
Okay, no problem. As long as there's consistency, not a problem. So, but my point is you say that you can't put Ten Hag on a pedestal when he spent more money than Klopp ever has in one summer.
I didn't put him on a pedestal. You don't know what? You want to know what? One of the reasons I'm not really like answering back today is because he let me down with the Mason Mount signing. That's very simple. That's very true and simple. And
The honesty.
I'm actually watching him now. I'm putting him now. I backed Ten Hag a lot last season, and he did what I expected him to do. So I'm not gonna take the slander that he had a bad year.
No, I don't think he
and-
had a bad year. He won a trophy, for God's sake. You can't say, and he got top
Well,
four.
Hamza wants to sit here and waffle about his first year like he had a bad year.
My
At the end
point-
of the day,
my-
this
the
guy
only
came
point-
in.
Yeah.
Just let me finish. This guy came in off a season that was horrible,
Mhm.
and we finished. What was it? We were sixth last season. Well, technically 2 seasons now ago, when Ole got sacked and we had Ranić. That was our worst season in Premier League history. This guy came in and took over that baggage, added his players, improved a lot of players, got some people playing good football again, like Luke Shaw and Rashford and them, and he got 3rd place, and he got a trophy. Is it the highest of standards? No, it's not. But did he did what he was supposed to do? Yes. That's all I'm saying. Do I have my criticism of him? Yes, I do. Hamza wants to sit here and talk about his talent ID, even though now I'm questioning it because I'm not happy that we signed Mount. I also got to give him that he tried to get Frankie de Jong. Is that bad talent ID? Of course not.
No,
because it was obvious.
And he didn't want Lisandro. He wanted Timber.
Let's
talk about
clearly. Okay, so wait, I thought we were praising Timber for going to Arsenal.
No,
let
we were
me
praising it for different reasons because they had holding and they needed a totally different profile.
Neither one of them are bad players. If you want to question which one he had to prioritize, I'll understand that.
Look,
but both of them are good players, so that's not an issue at all.
My thing is you could quite like if Frankie did want to join at any point in the past 2 years. I don't know if it's true or not, but if he did, I'm pretty sure you could have got Frankie de Jong for the price you paid for Mason Mount and what you're paying for Hoyland. That's at least 110 million.
Well, we saw
Karan
so that
Karan
is
went there. You are an asshole, Karan.
But is it not the truth? Is it not the truth?
It is the truth, but the way you delivered it, you're an asshole. I'm gonna be honest with you. The way you just said that, man just said you could have got Frankie for Mason Mount money. That's wild.
It's just the fact that the way that you're seeing, people say, listen, they did get 3rd place, but people don't look at the outcome like you got 3rd place because look at Liverpool, how close. This was Liverpool's worst season probably.
It doesn't work like that, Hamza. As much as you would like to make it work, it doesn't work like that. Because I'm not going to sit here and say that City won 7 leagues in the past 10 years because Manchester United declined. I can't say that. It doesn't make sense. Just how Arsenal competed for the league last season because Liverpool dropped off. You can't say, oh, well, United got 3rd place because Liverpool dropped off. When Liverpool dropped off, Newcastle went up, Aston Villa went up, Brighton went up. So we still had to face good teams. You just act like we were in a league of our own and we just got privileges that no one else got. And that's the waffling that I don't like.
Listen, in my challenges for Liverpool all that time that I've been here, like for a long time, Liverpool are my challenges, and I know how the standard of Liverpool. Liverpool didn't get back last season. Liverpool went. Like, I felt sorry for Klopp. Like, yo, imagine which manager would have Harvey Elliott in midfield, Bacetic in midfield, Curtis John in midfield, a manager to chase United.
Imagine you give Ten Hag that. He'd get relegated.
Literally 4 points. They made you sweat that you guys were watching their games in the last 3 or 4 games. You guys were watching, oh, are they playing? And Liverpool, you guys were laughing at Liverpool 4 games before that. You say, oh, they're finishing 9, 10. Suddenly, Liverpool crept up on you. And if it was probably 5 or 6 games to go, you would have been panicking with Curtis John, Harvey Elliott. And you have to respect.
We did what we were supposed to do during the season. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the end. It's not about how you finish.
If you give that squad that you had to Jurgen Klopp, I believe he finishes way higher.
I don't think so, man. I don't.
Wait, so now you're trying to say that we have a better squad than them? I thought his talent ID was bad.
Bro, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Oh, so now you rate these players.
But hold on.
5 minutes ago, you were saying his talent ID is bad, and you named all these bad players.
James Milner is old. Henderson is crap. Fabinho is crap. We look at Bacetic is a youngster. Harvey Elliott is a youngster.
They gave him 80 million, and he got, what's his name, that donkey again?
So once again, why are you changing the price tag?
Isn't he?
Say the real price tag, 64 million.
64 million, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anthony was just 100 million like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, what add-ons did we get for Nunes?
What add-ons did we get for Anthony?
And some you had your winger injured. You had loads of players injured last season. You had, who's that winger, that deadly winger from left wing? He's
Diaz.
the best. He's dangerous. Diaz, oh my God. When Diaz was fit, Diaz was causing problems. Diaz, when he was at his
Remember
best.
Reece James in the Carling Cup final?
Listen, Liverpool, I would have said, Sam, if Liverpool just had the same team and Diaz fit, I believe Liverpool finishes 6 points ahead of that. They win at least 2 or 3 games.
I'll just tell you one thing though. It's quite clear. One thing is quite clear. Do you know who finished in the top 4 just this calendar year? Just this calendar year, it was City.
I swear we did, right?
Yeah, that's my point. It was City. We actually came 4th. We fell off from 1st to 4th, and it was Liverpool, and I can't remember the other team, but there was
Newcastle probably.
It was at Newcastle, yeah. Those were the 4 teams in the top 4. It was not United, but the point is for the way I appreciate what they improved. That was literally what I was going to say. I appreciate the step up in level from Liverpool throughout this season. They got better as the season went on because they started very badly before the World Cup. But we have to still say that's still 4th. You still have to go up a level. You still got to see what we're going to do. You're going to do next year, and this is why I would say
no. Add so much line McAllister to that.
Yeah,
I can't lie. United ain't touching us next year. I want to just say it.
No way.
I genuinely think I don't think it's disrespectful to think you are a genuine 3rd, maybe challenging the top 2. I don't think that's disrespectful at all.
Yeah, that's not disrespectful. I think we're going to have a 3-way title race.
I agree with you.
Sam,
Arsenal, Liverpool, and City will all fight for the title.
Sam, remember I said this, they will fail to finish above Liverpool, and they'll blame Glazers. They'll blame Glazers again. So stop that means,
There will be Glazers.
I feel bad. Can we not do a whole United roast session for like 40
minutes? No, we could do it. It's a bunch of bullshit anyways, but we could do it.
So no, but if you don't finish ahead of Liverpool, they'll start blaming. They'll say Glazers didn't give us the money. Glazers is the reason why we signed Mason Mount. Glazers is the reason why. They will not blame. They will try and evade that. And I promise you, stuff, you'll finish below Liverpool. I put money there. I said that.
I said we'll finish below Liverpool.
I'm proud that you're United, but a lot of your United fan base disagree. You're not humble enough. You're not that big club anymore. Since Fergie left, think about it. I'm saying this for some. I've seen Real Madrid here, big clubs, like great clubs, can lose managers. They still win league titles. Real Madrid lose Del Bosque, Zidane, they win titles. This guy lose Ferguson, 10 years in the mud. But guess who they blame? Despite Glazers spending them 1.7 billion, it's Glazers' fault. It's no one else's fault. Glazers.
Yeah, but Hamza, but you got to add why we say that. Like, don't just say that we blame the Glazers for that. And
It's the poor
there's no
stadium. They're
added.
not updating the facility.
No. Even that is the
It's that-
poor
Poor
recruitment.
stadium,
It's
yes,
hiring
no.
the wrong people.
I was gonna say that. That's literally the
Who-
next thing I was gonna say. The poor
who-
recruitment.
Who paid for Maguire 80 million? Who paid 50 million for Wan
But you're
Bissaka?
hypocrites.
Who signed all these players that were past their prime, but they were good
No,
for
you're
marketing?
hypocrites. No, you're hypocrites. I know
That's not
you.
hypocrites.
No,
That's
no,
the
let's
truth,
not play.
Hamza.
Let's
That's the
You
go.
truth,
call
Hamza.
City cheats, but you spent more money than them.
No. Let's go retrospective.
That's not a lie. That's reality.
We're allowed to spend that money. Are they allowed to spend that money?
Let's go retrospective. When they signed Maguire, their fan base was saying, "We beat City to Maguire, you
true.
losers." I remember that. When you signed Paul Pogba,
Hamza, I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the people
No,
that
no, that's-
recruited.
no.
Yeah, Hamza, but you're not talking about the point. You're not
No,
talking
but
about the point. As a fan, I am not a professional recruiter. I am not I'm not a board
But
a
with the
DOF.
Were you happy with getting Depay? Were you happy with getting Di Maria? You're telling me,
Yeah,
you're
Hamza,
not-
you're still saying the same thing. Yes, as a fan, you get excited. But that's
But
why
yes-
when I don't get excited for someone like Mount, fans call me negative. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's not about what the fans think. It's about who is actually running the club. They should know better than me. This is why, listen, I'm not saying I don't like the Mount signing, but I would be the happiest person to be proven wrong next season, because people think that my agenda to be right is stronger than
That's
my
a lie.
agenda.
You want him to fail, so you can come say, "I told you so."
When have I
Say
said
it
that?
then.
See, this is where you're wrong. But this is where you're wrong. I never said that. That's the one thing I'll never say.
What's up? You
because-
can't even finish that sentence without laughing.
Look,
man. That's
look,
just
bro,
shameless.
I'm telling you,
Shameless.
He's an instigator, bro. But no, seriously, I would love.
Can we
I would
not
love
like,
nothing
like,
more.
Like
I would love.
genuinely, I will say this. I don't think that they're in trouble. I do think that the Mount is basically him doubling down on the transition ball. I do think that, because what Mount and Bruno will give you as a pair is, you know, those through balls in basically behind their defense high line for Rashford, and you need a right winger that can run, man. You can't have Anthony doing that stupid Neymar flick.
We're not.
and the turn.
I'm telling
I
you, we're
can't
not
do
going to
it.
play transition. We're not going to play. We're just not going to keep the ball in the way that I wanted this team to do. We're not going to get players that are good enough to put.
I mean,
a foot on the
we'll
ball.
have to see.
Yeah,
I mean,
recycle.
I was telling Sam earlier. I can't wait for the United game in preseason. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Like
I
genuinely.
might go to that game.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I might go to it again.
No, he's gonna go to see his team get smacked. That's why.
It's like 30 minutes from my house.
Nice.
You know, one thing I'll say that's quickly
He's
about that.
exposing his addy.
I'm just talking about that issue, you know. It's so important, yeah, that people, you know, one thing is fan base don't think. I remember everything because I was
Hamza, I know what you're gonna say, bro. I might as well just take a nap while you say the bullshit you're about to
What's
say.
he gonna say then? Say it. I dare you.
He's talking again about the fans being hypocrites and celebrating
They're
all these
hypocrites.
players.
Because-
But see, I know, bro, I can read through this guy without even saying anything.
No,
He's just
because-
like, I'm so used to it.
No, Sam, they do this. They turn on their managers, they turn on their players, they turn on CR7. Remember when CR7?
Oh, don't even get me angry, bro. Oh,
Yeah,
my
no,
God.
see, that's what I'm saying. Don't get me, bro. When CR7 signed for them, I swear I made a video. I thought he was coming to City. The night before, I thought he was coming to City. I was retweet.
I
refreshing.
remember the video as well. You were
This-
in the City
yeah.
shirt. Oh, it was. I remember.
To me, when they signed him, I saw what they made chance about it. But when CR7 was, no, they threw him under the bus. They threw the legend under the bus. This fan base, I have zero trust on them. Zero trust. They will throw anyone under the bus. No one should trust
Every
this
fan base is like
Bro,
that, though.
bro,
No.
going on Piers Morgan. Listen, going on Piers Morgan's show and talking the way he did and throwing the club and the manager under the bus. That's what you should be talking about. See, you're the real hypocrite, Hamza, because you're taking everything out from what
He
he
called
did.
out the Glazers, though. Isn't that what you guys?
Hold up,
want?
Glazers.
So why did he call out the Glazers? I'm happy that we're having this convo right now. Why did he call out the Glazers? I'll tell you why. Don't even answer. I'll tell you why. This guy, the only reason he did that show is because he was getting no playing time. Who is the first person he called out on the show? The manager. That's it. And then he mentioned the owners.
Who? Oli
Did he?
Ten Hag?
The only reason it went that far is because he
And
wanted to
Rangnick
come
as
out
well.
and speak. It was and Rangnick. It was because he was getting no playing time. He did not go out of his way. It's not like this guy was the star playing all the games, getting all the goals, and he sees his club is not improving, and he was like, you know what?
Imagine.
I'm going to sacrifice myself for them. No, he did it for his own personal agenda. His personal agenda was that the manager doesn't respect me. Why doesn't he respect you?
him. He didn't. He did. He made
Because he doesn't play
why
him. Because he doesn't
I'll
play
tell
him.
you why, Taffy, why you're wrong in a second. Before I do
No,
that,
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Chambe, who's a Liverpool fan, is defending you, saying, how in the world do you dunk on Hussam and my Egyptian brother? Our team are too big to get dunked on. Get this right. They can still call you Little City. And then retired Zlatan says, Akhi Hussam, poor staff, he has to defend Ten Hag, aka Humpty Alexander Dumpty, aka Mr. Egghead. The Netherlands Wenger will let Staffy down. First of all, don't suspect Arsene Wenger like that, because Ten Hag ain't in that league yet. So let's just chill out on the Wenger comparisons. Second of all,
I saw that. I did not rise to it.
Staffy has
Let's
had
put it that
a
way.
few shows where he's had to defend some of these things, and he's struggling more and more every time. The problem
Yeah,
is,
sure,
I
you guys just
promised,
waffle, bro. You
I
guys just keep
promised him we're
repeating
not
I've
the
been
same
trying to
thing.
move on for the last 15 minutes, but
yeah, I promised him we're not going to talk about Mount. Let's take the time to laugh at McTominay, says cool guy. Chambe says, Hamza, top 3 team, all wear red. Be humble, stop waffling. And then Chambe says, don't get it twisted. I hate United, but I respect them. Fair enough, Chambe. Fair enough. I hear you. I hear your perspective, Habibi. Thank you for the super chat. Big up to Zlatan, big up to Cool Guy, big up to Zaabi, big up to Marlo. We've got 350 people watching us. Make sure you're slapping that like button. Make sure you're subscribing to this football right now. Everyone, this very second, slap that like button, subscribe. And you know what it is? I feel like we were going down a rabbit hole here. So I'm just trying to escape from the matrix.
It's better
right
because
now.
I'm tired of the waffle. You know, like Hamza just talks.
Okay,
and
no,
talks
since
and
you're tired
talks
of
and
the
talks.
waffle, let me ask you a real question.
What?
Next season, it's a question that doesn't involve you, but I want you to answer. Who is challenging for the league next season?
I don't think Arsenal will.
lovely.
Keep it honest. I really don't think they will.
That's fine.
Obviously.
So this
City
guy
will.
said waffle, and then he says this. Explain.
But that's not a waffle, bro. Waffle is when you say bullshit that never happened. So
Okay, you know what?
everything that Hamza said,
Let's
half of it
organize
is
this
not fake.
properly.
Bro,
Because I want you to
hold
explain
on.
yourself. 1 second. I want you to explain yourself.
Right,
So
the
just
respect
tell me who's in the title race, and then tell me why Arsenal isn't in the title race.
Mhm.
Go on.
Okay, first of all, it's my opinion. Your
That's
opinion
fine.
cannot be waffle. Not stating the correct facts is waffle. That's what Hamza does. Hamza's the biggest waffler I know. He just rambles on, says
Trouble
half
in it.
bullshit. He says half bullshit and a few good things, and people say, "Oh my god, he cooked." It's not quantity, it's quality. This guy just goes on for 5 minutes and gives you 1-2 things that you might remember. That's not what I do. I speak for like 30 seconds, but I'll be more impactful than him. Anyways, I don't think Arsenal's going to compete. I don't think they are strengthening enough. Yes, I think Rice is a good signing. We'll see when they get Timber in. But I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen with Thomas Partey. If Partey leaves, you know, I don't think this team is good enough to challenge. I don't rate Kai Havertz. I think he goes in, and I don't think he makes an impact on this team. You don't go get someone from 12th place who's been there for 3 years and hasn't done anything.
What
And
position was Rice again?
What do you mean?
He came from 17th, I'm pretty sure. Right, Declan Rice. He wasn't. If
Well,
we're doing
this-
that logic.
And this is why I said I want to see if Partey stays. Because that, if you want me to
If
give my
Partey
whole opinion,
stays, then we replace him. I don't think.
I don't think he's better than Partey, anyways.
Hmm.
So if that makes sense to you now, why I said
Yeah.
that.
Okay, no, sorry. I just wanted to. That was a bit odd to me, but continue. Sorry.
No, it's okay. City's obviously going to compete, and unfortunately, as much as I hate the guy who's under me right now, but unlike him, I can give an honest footballing opinion besides of agenda. But I do think they will compete. I think they'll be the best 2 teams in the league next season. I think Arsenal will not start the same way they started last season. The way they started last season was how many points did you guys have? You had like 51 or 53.
50 points after 19 games.
Yeah, that you don't really do this every day. Like that was just amazing. I think it's very hard to match that. I don't think it's gonna happen again. So you guys will have a slower start than you did last season. Now your issue was finishing the league last season, just like the year before, where you battled the top 4. So that's 2 times in a row where you've proven to me that you can't finish the season strong. So excuse me for not believing that you guys have that, because I've seen the facts and I see that you haven't done. You could prove me wrong and you end up doing the opposite, and you could improve as a team. I'm just not betting on it.
No, that's fine. No one.
Which
an
is my.
opinion.
I think it's a
It's
very.
an opinion. It's
Haram anyway,
opinion.
if you do that.
I think
an
it's a
opinion.
very objective reason to say I think that's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, Hamza, the waffler, he's going to be watching his team compete again. and then we'll see him. And I said his team is going to compete
Hamza,
again.
not you, not Hossam. Hamza
No, I
will
said
be
Hamza.
competing.
Hamza the waffler.
Can
Now,
I-
you're not
can
a
I-
wa-
can I
you're an
respond?
instigator. Hamza's a waffler.
Can I
the
respond?
difference. Yeah, go ahead.
He
Yeah.
say, he
So
didn't say the teams.
no, he
I
said
said you
he
and
said,
and Hamza. I
and
said Liverpool and
Liverpool and
yeah.
City.
You're not paying
Okay.
attention.
So sorry.
So-
I thought you
so
said
no,
your
no,
club
I-
as well. My bad.
First of all, nothing he said was untrue. So comments, don't worry about it. He said that we bottled it twice. Completely true. He said that Partey will be missed if he sold. Completely true. But the fact is, I think, look, I think that the whole of the United Kingdom has realized that apparently Arsenal have a transfer ban or something, because if we sell players, we're not going to buy anyone to replace them. I think that's something that I don't really get, but apparently that happens with Arsenal Football Club. We're the only team that doesn't strengthen. We're the only team that gets worse every season. If we sell Partey, no, from going from a title challenge to not a title challenge is objectively getting worse. Is it not?
No. I'm saying I didn't say that your guys are not going to strengthen. I didn't see it. I just don't know what's
No,
going to
exactly.
happen. I'm going off what I see.
I'm not just talking about you. I'm
Okay.
not just talking about you. If you think that we're strengthening, then that's fine. I'm not everything. I'm not rejecting it. I'm talking.
The
about
world
you.
doesn't revolve around you, Stanley. That's what we do.
He's
I'm not-
responding to what I said, so
I'm responding
like,
to what
okay,
I'm responding to what you said, but I'm also saying what the
Okay.
narrative is as well. But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I think that the main problems we've seen over the past 3 seasons have gradually been being addressed. If you look at 2021, we didn't have a midfield. We had Granit Xhaka playing at left back because we had no David Luiz, we had no Kieran Tierney against Villarreal. We went and got Ben White, and we tried to address that. We got Nuno Tavares, he didn't work out, and the next season we got Zinchenko. The next problem was last season, not this past season, the one before, Thomas Partey got injured, and that kind of ruined us as well. So we've now got another defensive midfielder coming in, as well as, you know, if Granit Xhaka is to be replaced by Declan Rice, we'll have another one coming in. If Thomas Partey leaves, then he will be replaced. We won't just let him leave to not be replaced. As I was saying to Hassan before the stream, there is definitely reasons to be optimistic about what we could do in this market. Kylian and Mbappe will change the market completely, because to raise funds to get him, Real Madrid will have to sell, as I said earlier in the stream. So there are opportunities out there. Even if we can't get a Caicedo, we can go for a Tchouameni or something like that. There is definitely opinions that we can do that. So the main
If Arsenal
thing,
get Caicedo, I'll back them to win the league completely.
yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I just feel like there's a lot of doubt.
Staffy, Rice, and Caicedo. I can't lie. You have to just pack it up then.
No, I would.
I would.
That's
My
what I'm saying.
point
I'm
is,
waiting
I
to
think
see.
people are reading too much into Kai Havertz without seeing what will happen the rest of our window. If Partey goes, I will be worried, but we will replace him. We're not. The same thing happened with Xhaka. But why would we not replace the person that one of our most important players with more quality as we have with Rice, and then not do it for the other one in our pivot? It doesn't make any sense. So if Partey leaves, he will be replaced. Chelsea are struggling with Caicedo. If they can't get it over the line, we've already registered interest in him.
But you know he's 100 million.
Oh, man.
I know he's 100 million.
Arsenal,
How many players do you want?
if Arsenal
want
spent
one.
200 million,
What the hell? How many?
listen.
Literally.
If Arsenal spent 200
That's
million
so players.
on a midfield, I want no excuse in next season, because
No,
I don't think I've ever
You're
seen
not
that.
going to get. You're not getting any
When
now.
Hamza dunks on your
You're not
guys'
getting any
head
now.
next season.
Before you say anything, you're not getting any now. We
Yeah,
have to
then
be
next time
contending for the
that's-
title and basically push City the
If
entire time.
Arteta doesn't
I've
get
said
it,
that the entire time.
they said it,
What's
yeah.
up? You can back this.
Karen,
said
can I
this
ask you a quick question before we let Hamza and Staffy do their whole fuck Arsenal thing? Let me
Yeah.
ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you see a possibility in which it's a Liverpool Arsenal title race without City?
Only, and I will say this: only if Chelsea starts. I mean, not Chelsea. City starts so slowly. If they start slowly and it shifts to the Champions League for them.
If we both win like our first 15 games,
If we win, like if we go on the similar run and you go on a similar run that you did in 1920, like we both end up on like 50 points, and then City are like third and They're trying to get it together, but the Champions League draw is
35,
coming out.
36.
You know what I mean? But that's the only way. I genuinely think that City are
That
still the
would bang.
favorites.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It
Liverpool
would,
Arsenal,
but
that would
City
bang.
are still the favorites. Let's not be.
I
Let's
agree.
not do any bullshit. They are still the favorites. My whole thing is I think that we aren't done, and if we are done, and Thomas Partey stays, then we're still set pretty well for this coming season. I just think that the whole, I think Kai Havertz being an unsure cog in this team has made people think, oh, they're done. Because what is Kai Havertz? You're replacing Granit Xhaka with Kai Havertz. We've also got Declan Rice coming in. Like, it's not just Kai Havertz on his own.
Let me just quickly defend Arsenal before Staffy and Hamza go, because I know they're both gonna do fuck Arsenal. So let me
I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna relax. If you want
Yes.
to go. If you want to go, you can go.
I'm gonna say this. I think the one part I do agree with Staffy is it does depend on transfers, and I said this to
Of course
Karen
it
as well.
does. And I think I said it as well, haven't I?
Yeah,
I said
he
the
agrees
exact
as
same
well.
thing.
So if it's Rice, Partey, and Odegaard, that is a midfield and a half. Now we cooking. If it's Rice, Havertz, and Odegaard, it's objective and fine to go like, I don't believe in Havertz. It's okay. You don't have to believe in it. Now, what I'll say is it depends on outgoings a little bit more than incomings now for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because they have signed Rice, they've signed Havertz, they've signed Timber. They've completely solved the Rob Holding situation.
Yeah.
Because now you can bring in Timber or even play him right back or even bring in White, who's also a ball-playing centre back.
Yeah.
Rice is a massive upgrade on everyone in that team other than Odegaard and Saka. I'd say those are the two best players for Arsenal. I'd put Rice third. So it's like whichever order, and then Rice would be their third best player. The only thing is the Havertz one, because that could be a make or break for them. Now, if they sell too many people, then also I have to go like, where's your depth? Because we have to live in reality now. We cannot live in utopia in which no one gets injured. We have to live in reality.
100%.
Reality says every single team gets injuries. It's part of football. That's just how it works. So I love the idea that they've signed those two players, and I think they will be in the title race. Over to fuck Arsenal merchants. Go on. Let me put myself top left. I ain't gonna represent this blasphemy right here. I'm gonna say next.
Put me on your side. Put me on your side.
Yeah, me and Karan are together on this. Okay.
Hamza, this is the one time we're gonna team up. So
I think I've said it before. Like next year, like that's my intention. Like Arsenal are under huge pressure. I don't think there's no team in Europe that are under pressure compared to Arsenal. I've said it. That there's no team. Like everyone's watching you now because how much you spent, how much Arteta spent. Like you cannot spend that kind of money and get away with it and think that you can just.
We've spent 600 million in 4 years. I don't think that's incredible.
It's no money, man. It's a lot. You need to spend 600 million. You're expected to win league titles. You don't just bring cups like FA Cups and Carling Cups.
600 million is what Chelsea spent last season. Are they winning?
don't act like that's the norm. Stop.
No, but you're saying 600 million is such a massive number now. It's not a massive number now.
We spent 250 million this summer already.
We have spent 200 million this summer.
200 million this summer.
Yeah. We've never spent that ever.
That's mad.
We've never said.
And you're not even done yet.
We're not even done. No. But this is the thing for me. There obviously is pressure on us. There is obviously pressure on us. I'm not.
And by the way, don't act like Karan ain't said they should win the league anyway. He said it already.
I've already said it. We should be winning the league 100%.
Hassan, the problem is
only thing he'd take is the champs over league.
Now listen, Hassan. The problem is every rival, and I'm telling you the truth. Every rival are watching you. They don't watch you anymore. Yeah,
good.
No, every Saturday and Sunday, I'm dedicated to watch all my games on you guys.
Good.
Any falters and failures, I'm coming for Arsenal fans.
Good.
Any Tuesday and Wednesday you falter, I'm coming for Arsenal fans.
Good.
Yeah, I'm coming for Arteta.
Good.
The pressure's gonna be on. As soon as enjoy your holiday now. You got 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Good.
To just enjoy, relax.
I am enjoying. I'm talking to you, Hamza. It's always nothing but love here.
And the one player with the most under pressure player this season last year was Haaland. Haaland was had the pressure and he delivered.
Yeah, Declan Rice, right?
Declan Rice. That
boy
from West Ham, yeah. I am keeping an eye on him. Any games that you lose, where was he at? What was he doing? And you expected to do better than last season because you've put the money on him. You said, Declan, you are the guy that we believe that will take us the title. So if you fail to get that title, on that, Arteta's failed.
By the way,
there's no
let me
question.
say this. My head is like, you
Let's
can
use
see
the word
I'm perfectly calm.
Yeah.
People say my head is I'm perfectly calm. I
Would you
honestly
accept-
I will
would
tell you this right now.
accept
Let me tell you something, Hamza.
Mm.
I've waited for years to be under the spotlight. Waited for years. We've been in the dredges. We've been people bantering.
It's not about you though, Karen. It's about
no,
your
but
players.
he's saying this. He's saying this that wherever he's watching us, good. I think our players are the same. They want to be judged at the highest level. They're not wanting to be judged at Champions League race level. They want to be judged as a title race team. So if you want to watch. I'm telling you, we play some good football. I'd watch us too. So like if
Karen,
it's
we
coming
watched you last season though.
Tom,
We watched you last season.
good,
and we
I'm
saw
happy
you
that you watched
crumble.
us.
We watched you
crumbled,
crumble
yes.
towards the end.
Wait, let
what
me
they
clarify
say,
one
but you know-
thing real quick. Let me clarify. Staffy says Arsenal won't be in the title race. Hamza, do you also think Arsenal won't be in the title race, or do you think they'll
no,
be in it?
this season, last season they cried, yeah. This season they're gonna cry again. Like literally.
Good.
When I'm
Look,
doing it-
if you can
So
say
you
that
don't
if you
think they
want.
will challenge? You don't think they'll challenge?
No, Liverpool back now. Hey, Liverpool are gonna chase us. Yeah, my
I
Arsenal.
don't co-sign that.
Pep doesn't like losing. Pep doesn't accept second. So he's gonna put pressure on them again. He's gonna put pressure on them and expect them to win.
I'll tell you this, Hamza. I'll tell you
and you
this.
know
We
who-
have to figure out a way to beat you at least once this next season.
Bro, you
That's
gotta
the
win
main
some
thing.
big games, bro.
You
You
have
don't
to
never
win
beat these
big games.
guys.
Are you we beat you? We beat you at the Emirates. We've
No,
beaten
them,
Spurs
I'm
home and
saying-
away. Our Big
Talking
Six
about them.
record this past season
Hold on,
has
hold
been
on.
the best
I
has
said
been
you gotta
in
beat
multiple
them.
years. Yes,
said you gotta beat
them I'll
Yeah.
agree with you on. But you said you have to
3
also win some
games.
big games. You have to also.
I said you got a big win games. You guys lost to them, or you guys
Yes,
didn't
we
beat
did.
them. So
What
but
did I
you
just
didn't
say?
Bro,
I just said we
you
have to
took
figure
out
out
the
a way to
sec-
beat them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You guys got to.
Oh, you're agreeing with me.
You can't get slapped 4-1 again.
No,
you
we
can't
can't.
promise us. You can't promise us a clash of the Titans, and then you go get spanked again.
No,
we
we
got
can't.
spanked to them, but at least we beat them once last season. Even in the FA Cup final, it wasn't that one-sided like you guys.
Come
right?
on,
Listen,
come
Guys,
on.
you guys
Come
every
on,
time go to
come on.
City.
Come on,
When is
wallahi.
the last time?
Staffy, you can't say that when you
You
lose
can't
6-3.
say that.
Oh,
6-3.
I can't say that.
You
I
can't
can't
say
say
that. You can't.
I can't say
at
that.
all.
We did beat them.
6-3, you cannot say that.
We
6-3,
did
you
beat
can't
them.
say that.
So what? They lost 4-1. It's still
And-
by 3 goals.
And you know that Rashford goal shouldn't have been given at Old
Exactly.
Trafford as well. Be real.
Which one?
The problem is, yeah.
That's
I mean,
Rashford's
which
goal.
one?
I'm talking about the 6.
That-
Oh, you're talking about the 2-1 game.
Yes.
Why would it matter if a goal was given to you in the 6-3?
Because I said 6-3 and you were like, oh, you know that goal should have been given.
No, I'm
That's
talking
what I
about the
said.
United win at Old Trafford. Rashford was offside. City should have won that
Did he
game.
touch the ball?
Don't do that.
Did he
Don't be
touch the
blasphemous.
ball?
Don't
Did he
be
touch the ball?
blasphemous. Why can't you
Oh,
just be real?
please.
Can't
I
you
am
be
being real. I asked
What's
you if he
So
touched
you
the
think
ball.
that
But
goal
the
should have
thing
stood?
is, what I'm struggling with,
have we ever
what I'm
won a
struggling with
title?
is the fact is that I said we need to find a way to beat them next season, and then you went, oh, but you didn't do anything when you
Yeah,
went.
because
And I said,
when's the last time you guys
I said
beat them?
exactly.
Okay,
That's
and
not
you're
the
not going to
point.
beat them.
I agreed with you. I said we have to find a way to beat them last year, and then you went, oh, but you haven't beat them.
Listen, bro, listen.
What?
I'm going to be very honest with you. I tried to be very
Hamza
objective
talks a
today.
lot but says nothing, says Murad. Look at this guy.
I
This
said that,
Murad
but
guy.
but
No,
he's on my
be
Murad-
honest. Be honest. Tell me
Okay.
what's on your mind.
This is why I said, I've said it before. Premier League fans want to be told, oh, you're so good, Arsenal. Arsenal, you're so fantastic. You were scared of. I don't do that. I tell you, everyone knows. I tell you the truth. If it hurts, cry. I don't care. But I'll tell you the truth. Arsenal will not win the league. Listen to me.
We'll be back.
Arsenal will not
We'll be
win
back
the
here in a
league.
season, my brother. If
And
we
when
if we lose the league, we lose the league. But
And
I'll
the
tell you
league
right
is
this.
failure. That's
I'll
what-
back my team.
You know, the problem is, yeah, Sam, when you guys fought for the title against me, I was sweating in Anfield. I was sweating at Etihad. Bro, wallahi, I remember I was standing like this. I was feeling, I told my guy, I feel faint, man. I'm getting panic attacks. We were playing Liverpool 2-2. I was getting panic because I know they're dangerous. We lose that game, but you guys, as soon as you played,
Hamza loves Liverpool.
get out here, man. We came to your home, we battered you. FA Cup, we
No,
battered
what are you talking about? You battered
you.
us.
It was simple.
What are you
we
talking?
never
Did you
fought-
even watch the game, Hamza? Are you crazy?
Hamza, how much you guys beat them again in the Emirates? What was
Are
it?
you
3-1?
crazy? 3-1,
You know,
yes.
you know the
3-1,
funny
come
thing?
on,
3-1,
man.
yes.
What's-
You don't,
what's-
but the thing is, you didn't watch the fucking game.
You had
did you,
one
then?
shot on target.
We
you
had
had
65% possession. You had to take Bernardo
had
Silva for
one
half
shot.
time. What are you talking about?
Staff, they had one shot on target. Yeah. We played Bernardo as a left back.
And
I was
they
about
had
to say,
get-
wasn't
he
that
was
when
getting-
Bernardo
he was
played
getting-
left back?
He was getting wiped. He was
That's
getting wiped, and then
disrespectful.
Pep took him off.
We
Pep
beat
took him
you
off. Don't
from-
act like we weren't in that game. We were in that game.
Okay,
Don't-
how many
So
shots?
Pep gave up the ball and still beat you guys. That's the thing.
Yes,
You
he
can't
did.
beat this
Yes,
guy.
he did.
You
No,
cannot
just-
beat this guy.
Comment,
At the end of the
comments,
day, you have the
comments.
dollar
Go
store
back and
Pep.
watch that game. Go back
You
and
have
watch
the
that
dollar
game,
store
and then
Pep,
talk to these
and that's
two
not
people.
gonna change.
Go watch that game, and then talk to these two people.
got a
Because I'm
dodgy
telling you right
penalty, yeah.
now,
Listen, go with the game. They did not do anything. They had one shot on target. They got a dodgy penalty, and we thumped them with Bernardo Silva left back.
you didn't thump
Biggest
us.
joke ever.
We
That-
made
that was
mistakes.
the
You did
biggest
not
joke ever.
thump us.
And that was the time you guys were saying we're top of the league, or we're gonna
We
be
were
in
top of the
Emirates.
league.
I
See,
remember
the
we're
minute
top-
the eyes are on you guys, you just said you made a mistake. The minute the eyes are on you guys, you make these mistakes. But yet again, you just
What
said
are
you
what are
want people to
talking
watch
about?
us.
That makes
You
no
just-
sense.
It makes
What do
perfect
you-
sense.
it doesn't make any
makes
sense, my
perfect
brother. It
sense.
doesn't make
Yeah, because
no
you don't
sense.
want to listen. Because you
No,
don't want to listen.
because you just said we don't want the eyes on us because every time the eyes
No,
are on us,
You
we
just said
crumble.
you want the eyes on
I
us.
don't
Okay?
I do
You
want the
just
eyes
said
on
that.
us.
But then every time the eyes are on you guys, you do that. The eyes were
Not
on
every
you
time.
when
Not
the city
every
came
time
to
that-
you guys, and what happened?
Not
The
every
eyes
time
on
the
us
eyes
were
are
you
on
guys
us.
when
it
this
happened.
2015, you haven't beaten City.
Correct. It is
Damn,
absolutely
AJ.
correct. It's correct. It has been. It's been a while. Yes.
You
How
haven't
long
even,
has it been?
like,
How long has it
gotten-
been?
you haven't
How
even,
long
like,
was it before we
gone?
got a point at Anfield? How long was it before we got a point at Anfield? We've been shit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. We have
You
been
didn't even
shit.
get a draw or anything?
No. We've been
That's
shit
why,
for
man.
years
AJ,
and
that's a
years and
crazy
years. We
stat,
have been
AJ.
shit.
They're not
Okay.
good enough for us.
They've-
They're not
they've-
scared
then-
of us.
Look, if you guys don't think we're good enough, fair play.
You're-
That's your
think-
opinion. That's your opinion. This is your
Sam,
opinion. Okay.
think
These
about-
two really think it's gonna be Liverpool and City only.
Sam,
That's
Let
why.
it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Come on, let me
it
ask
be.
you a question. Think about it. Just put yourself.
Yes, he did get
inside-
subbed off.
Put
What are you
yourself
talking
in,
about?
put yourself in majority of your players' position last season. I played. Man
I don't
City.
know my players, my brother. You
They're
neither do
scared,
you.
Hamza.
They're
Hamza,
scared.
if I go against you and if we're boxing and I've trained the best I've ever trained in my life, I'm in
We're
the
boxing
best
now.
conditioning, and I'm
Yeah.
in the best shape I've ever been in,
And
and I
I've
go
lost
in
my
and I
skill.
can't lay a glove on Hamza, even though I'm at my best.
You're scared.
Are
Why
we,
am I
were we,
going
we were at
next
our
season
best.
thinking-
We were at our best at the Etihad, were we? We were at our best.
Last season, you were at your best at for how long? This is the best you've been in how long? How many
Answer the
years?
question, man. I said,
What is
are
the
we the
question?
best at the Etihad?
We beat you. in
Where, no,
three
where,
games,
were
2-1.
we at our best at the Etihad?
Big up
Yes
FM.
or no?
Like in the 90 minutes or building up to that game? I don't
Building
know.
up
Big
to the
up,
game.
Big.
Building up to the game.
Not the games before it. No,
No, we
'Cause
weren't.
You
So
fucked
don't
up a
say we were,
couple
at, we
games
were at our best.
I'm talking about the whole
Etihad.
season. We're not gonna
No, but
take
you,
that
but
little
you say
patch.
you say the one. You say at one point it's the whole season. The other time
had
it's
one
we are
shot
at our
at
best at the Etihad. Which one is it,
Oh,
brother?
because that whole season you were better than City until it mattered the most. It's
Yes.
like I keep saying that
Correct.
you guys ran the whole race, and as
Correct.
soon as you saw the finishing line, you started walking,
You're
and
scared.
then they just passed you guys.
Look, you can. Yeah, that's 100% true.
I'm
but you're-
laughing at all these crazy analogies. I will be honest.
No, but the thing is, right?
I
what
got the
these
best
guys aren't
analogies,
getting-
bro. I'll come on
But
every
the-
show and give you some
Analogies
analogies.
are one thing, football's another. Look, these are the main thing is what happened when we started to crumble. What happened? You tell me.
You
You
crumbled.
tell me. You guys watch
You
Arsenal more
lost
than
the
I do.
league. What do you
Apparently.
mean?
What
Crumbled.
happened? What happened
just
when we crumbled? You guys keep saying we
lost the
crumbled.
league. I
What were
don't
the,
know
what
what
were the
your question
reasons?
is.
What were the reasons why we crumbled?
You
Tell me.
crumbled and you blamed it on holding. The guy didn't.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah,
just
yeah.
holding. Wasn't just
They
holding.
blamed it on holding. They said,
It
"Oh,
wasn't
it's
just holding.
Huh?
Wasn't just holding.
No,
Okay, so
you-
tell us, who did you blame? I'd rather
Most
listen to you because I know.
No, because you guys watch Arsenal more than I do. Apparently, you guys keep telling me
What
that
have we claimed that?
we crumbled. No, but you,
Oh,
you
please,
keep
30
talking-
minutes ago, you claimed like you know Ten Hag more than me, but now when I'm
No, I
talking
didn't
about your
say that.
manager, you
I
don't
didn't
like
say
it.
that. I didn't say
Oh,
that.
and I didn't
say
say
that
it
at all.
either, so
I didn't
just
say
talk
that
about
at
it
all.
and stop crying.
I'm not crying, my brother. You said
Clearly,
you
you're
keep
upset
telling-
about it, bro.
I'm not upset. Who's upset here? How
He's
is it-
so calm. You can't claim
I'm
he's
literally
upset.
you. I'm the most calm I've ever.
said-
What are you talking
you
about?
said
I'm
you
saying.
haven't-
I'm asking you. You said to me we crumbled. I'm asking you for reasons why we crumbled, and
because
then
you
you
can't
said
handle pressure. It's easy. Your football club that cannot handle pressure.
it's
You're
not just that.
you
If it was
crumble.
just that, if
Pressure.
it was just that,
It
then
was
we
that.
wouldn't have won Big Six games.
It's
Why
always
would we win Big Six games if we can't handle pressure?
No,
It's not
because-
just the pressure.
See, this is the problem. See, they say, "Oh, we beat Tottenham." Everyone beat Tottenham last season. Oh no, we beat Liverpool. Everyone needs to beat Liverpool last season. When you pressure is when it's April. You know when you have to deliver that trophy here. Yeah, April delivery. You couldn't handle it because your kids cannot handle pressure. Your manager's never done it. He doesn't know. They're asking him, "How do we do it?"
Their
Professor-
Starboy went
It's complete
shitting in the last
bullshit.
10 weeks.
It's complete bullshit.
He went
It's complete
shitting in the
bullshit.
last 10
You
weeks.
box-
It's
Soldier.
complete bullshit. It's complete
what,
bullshit.
against
You can
Southampton?
keep saying that the handle
So when did
pressure
you come
bullshit.
against
It's not handle pressure. If it was handle pressure, we wouldn't come back the amount of times we did. We wouldn't have tried to get the thing. We weren't good enough. That's the question. We weren't weren't good enough. It wasn't the pressure. We were not good enough. It's that simple. We weren't good enough to win this league. Over 38 games, we weren't the best team. It's that simple.
Nicole,
Pressure
you
is one
asked me
thing.
why
Bro,
defend
bro.
Arsenal because we've got to be logical. They weren't in a title race by mistake.
Yeah,
Like, they were there for a good
genuinely.
reason.
But the
I
point
think
is,
Curran's been look. Curran has come on the show multiple times. He's never said it's because of Rob Holding.
no.
Even if that is a reason,
But he just
it's
said
not
we
the
weren't
reason.
good enough. He just
There's
said we
multiple
weren't good
different
enough.
reasons.
And
but
how is
here's
that
the
Rob
thing.
Holding?
You
We
have to
weren't good
remember.
enough as a team.
Here's the thing. Arteta underperformed. Players underperformed.
Correct.
They got injuries. And here's the thing. What Hamza's saying regarding them like crumbling, I would word it in a way where I'd say they have a lack of experience in title races,
Yes.
which is fair. That's a fair argument.
Crumbling is one factor.
This is why
Okay, crumbling is one factor. Crumbling is one factor. Injuries is
not
another
the
factor. Lack of experience was another factor. We weren't good enough as a team is another factor. One factor does not crumbling. What does crumbling even mean? Just
He's
we
one
saw
of your
the
most
saw the bright
experienced
light.
players who played for Hamza's team. All he
Yeah.
did in the last 10 games was give up goals and cry on the pitch. But
Then
he
why
was
does-
talking about experience.
Oh, that's such a cheap shot.
It's
I mean,
true,
it is
bro.
what it is. But the thing is,
He was
no,
supposed
but
to
we
be the
can't
guy who leads them
be
Oh,
fair. We
Arteta
can't-
got them from Arsenal because they got from City because they got the experience, and then he
Yeah.
was shitting in the last 10 games,
They
doing
threw him
nothing,
under the bus.
getting
They
nutmegged in
Staffy got a lot
Anfield.
of Egal PTSD, I can
Hey,
tell.
Staffy. Remember, Staffy,
This
do
is
you
all
remember
Egal
this?
talk, I can tell already.
I just
Staffy,
can't
do you remember-
stand Arsenal, bro. I can't stand
Staffy.
them.
Good.
Staffy,
We
do
can't
you
stand
remember
you
this?
either. Screw Man United. Why would I like Man United fans? Like
Staffy,
it
do you
makes no
remember when they
sense.
said? Do you remember when they said, "Oh, we can't wait for Jesus to come back. Watch, we're playing so good with the
Oh, and
When
Katia.
Jesus come back, you'll all
Yeah.
be get out of here, man. We beat the
They
whole
did
team.
nothing.
Hamza,
Hamza, I
before the
swear
World
this
Cup,
guy-
you went on a
Yeah,
video saying that
pressure you
we
make
need to
it?
Hamza,
band together
wallahi.
to get against Arsenal because they're so
Because
good. Don't give me that bullshit.
Hamza, wallahi, I'm not joking. I think Jesus had 2 or 3 more goals than Martial last season. Wallahi, I'm not even joking.
And how
So-
many months was he
and-
out injured? He was out. How many
and-
months was he just out injured for?
Martial played like 10 games all season.
And
this guy did
And?
nothing. And bro, that's your star. That's your star striker that you guys
Is
needed. You guys
Jesus our
thought that
main
guy was
goal
gonna.
threat? Is Jesus our main goal threat? Is that what he does?
That's what you guys told me.
No, that's not. This is the thing. You keep saying things that you told me. I didn't say that.
Yeah, but
I've
that's
never
what
said that in my
Paulus
life.
was saying.
Jesus has never been our main goal threat. That's never something that we
Before he got
do.
injured, that's what you guys were saying.
No,
We
that's
were
not what
so
we were saying.
They said watch
That's
when he
not what
comes
we're
back
saying.
because
Watch when he comes
Nketiah is not good
Zinchenko's a
enough.
leader.
No.
Zinchenko's a leader. Look how he gets thrown on the pitch.
Yes.
Even Southampton. listen,
Passion
Zinchenko-
merchant, bro.
1 second. Remember when they were losing to
See,
Southampton?
the thing is, right, the reason why I'm not listening to this is
Hey,
because you keep
Staffy.
putting words in my mouth and then to
Staffy.
say that I said that when I don't say that.
Staffy,
You say
when
that
I mean-
Holding was the only
We're
reason.
talking
that we
about
lost
your
the
fan
league.
base, bro. We
No,
didn't say you.
but you're saying you're talking to me. You're not talking to my family. You're putting
Hey, Staffy,
arguments
there's one
against
image I want
me
you to
and then
remember.
saying, "Oh, your fan base."
Staffy,
Yeah,
look, there's one,
But like,
there's one
what is
image
this?
I want-
It's very
there's one-
weird.
There's one,
But it is what it is.
Staffy,
He's rattled.
I'm not rattled. It's very silly because
Staffy,
I just
there's
think
one
that you
image
keep
I
saying
want you to-
Staffy, but the point is that I've said that we were not good enough to win this league. If City
Oh,
win it
now
over
you're
30
talking-
again.
But Hussam
If
just
City
said
win-
you guys weren't in a title race on
We're talking-
accident. So which
the
one
fan
is
base
it?
were talking
Which
that.
Who
one is
said
it?
that? Who said
Hussam
that?
just said that. He said, "Well, you guys
I
didn't
like
get
how
in a
this,
title race on
this
accident."
Staffy guy wants to give all
Who is-
context for Ten Hag, yet that's out of context.
were
for
in
us.
a
No.
title
See,
race.
we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do
We
that.
were
because
in a
I
title race.
said
We
I
were good enough
was
to
in
be in a title race.
race,
We weren't good enough to win
And
the
even
title. It's very
you know the problem
simple.
with you, Staffy, you don't listen. Even by the way, Curran has acknowledged that they crumbled. He's saying that's not
Yes.
the main reason. It's not
Yes.
Yeah,
just
but he
they
doesn't want to
crumbled.
admit it was pressure. He wants to say,
Yeah, but
"Oh,
here's
it
the
was
thing, Arteta-
I was
inexperience."
saying
He's
it's
telling you right
part of
now,
the reason.
You
It's
go
part of the
watch-
reason.
Let
Like,
me just say this
seriously.
to Staffy because maybe he doesn't like when he hears it from an Arsenal fan because he thinks it's excuses. Staffy, Arteta made wrong substitutions. Arteta should have played Kiwior. I'll tell you that even as a Liverpool fan.
Yep.
You've got the lack of experience. You've got players underperforming. The Saka penalty, that this guy
Yep.
defending, that guy, blah, blah, blah. Ramsdale mistake against Southampton, against Bournemouth, shit like that. So, like, when you look at it from that perspective, you could name multiple different reasons. It's not
No,
just,
but Sam,
oh my
Sam,
God, they crumbled. That's
Okay,
not
so
how
they're
it
not
works.
good enough to handle the pressure. That's all I
Sam,
want
What
to
did
know.
I just say?
Sam,
I said that
Sam.
10 minutes ago.
No.
Sam,
You said
it's
inexperience.
not-
You
Sam,
don't want to admit
that's-
the pressure.
Sam,
No,
it's
I said
simple.
it's 10. I said 10 minutes ago we were not
People
good enough
have-
to win the league.
people
I
think
said
that
it 10 minutes
injuries-
ago, and you said I was.
So when
listening.
I said the pressure was too much for you guys, you should have just moved on and said, "Yes, you're correct." But you
No,
want to
I'm not
flip it
saying no,
to
because
make
the
it
thing is,
sound
you're,
better
you're,
than it is.
no, you're
No,
trying
it's
to
not
flip it
just
and make it sound
pressure,
worse
though.
than it
It's not
is.
just
Why am
pressure.
I not allowed to defend my team?
You
But you're
know
allowed
what?
to
It's
go
not
on
just
about
pressure,
yours.
though.
It doesn't make any sense.
Listen, you don't need experience to play Southampton, the youngest team at home, and to
We
be
weren't good
beat.
enough.
guys.
We
One
were
second.
not good enough.
They're not good enough to beat
We're not good
Southampton,
enough.
Hamza.
1 second. This is a joke.
They weren't
Yeah,
good
you
enough on the
can't be-
day.
You can't be 2-0 up.
Well,
against
Southampton did stop
Town.
your quadruple.
And
So
you
what are you
need
saying
to
about
do
that?
this
Why weren't
in
you
the
good enough to
Premier
beat Southampton?
League. Listen, you know, Stuffy, listen, remember that image, yeah, when they were losing 3-1, yeah? And I saw Zinchenko call everyone and they were around. And everyone just standing there like, I think, get out of here.
I can't lie, Karan, I ain't gonna defend that. Zinchenko's
I don't need
Well,
to be
that was a
defended.
joke, bro. It was a
It's very simple for me.
Part two's coming, man.
It's
This
very
season, I
simple
can't
for
wait
me.
for that. I can't wait for that. Another one.
It's very
Look,
simple for me.
Look,
If
look
you
at the
guys,
comments. Look how mad the comments are, bro. I love it.
This
Keep
is
crying.
because the thing
fans
is,
remember who defended
okay,
you in
keep
the
crying,
dark days.
keep
That's
crying.
everything.
If that's the only response you have, keep crying.
No, I said the comments.
Seriously, it's
I
very
said
funny. I find it incredibly funny, this whole situation, because it's how fans act. It's how fans act, because everything is one reason. Everything is monolithic. It's one thing. This is the problem. This is not only the problem. And if you look at what we're going into, if we're looking at it from what's going on next season, the main things you've talked about, we've addressed. We have Timber coming in for Holding, if that's the main thing you want to talk about. We have Rice coming in, who's an experienced head at 24 years old. Will go on to be a good player for us. We have this. We have more depth going into next season, and we'll see how it goes. If it's not about, and this is why I was trying to get my word in. And I will lie. I'm not going to lie to you. It's weird it's trying to get weird when you have two people and I'm trying to get my word in and it's not happening. But my whole thing is very simple. We were not good enough to win this league this year. And I said that when we lost the league. We weren't good enough. And it's not about pressure. It's not about this. It's not about that. You can say it's one thing. It's one part of it, sure. But we were not good enough as a team to win this league. It's that simple.
Guys, they couldn't beat bloody Sporting Lisbon, fourth in bloody.
It's a joke, Hamza. Wallah, it's a joke.
Hell,
okay, if it's a joke, it's a joke.
Staffy, you know why this is funny coming from Staffy? This guy is talking about the games against top six. He lost 7-0 to Liverpool, 6-3 to Man City. He lost to Arsenal.
But I don't defend that. This is what you don't do. This is what you don't
reply when I'm done. And you're telling him you lost to Sporting Lisbon. You lost to 13th place Sevilla. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, but
3-0.
So what is my team? Okay, good. So my team losing, what does that have to do with his team? Because I don't sit here and defend these. Okay, so when do I sit here and defend that? I let Hamza go on and on.
Did I defend you? You just brought up Sporting. I didn't think Sporting was good enough.
First of all, I didn't bring it up. Hamza brought it up. And
but the point is, you guys put things in my mouth. You guys put things in my mouth. Apparently, I'm saying
pause.
I don't give a shit about pause. The point is that if you want to say things,
Staffy's on one today.
That's fine. And seriously, it's very clear to me. We weren't good enough. There were things that happened that, I'll be honest, I laughed at Zinchenko crying on the pitch or whatever you want to talk about. It's funny. I get it. Right? Who gives a shit? The point is we're still a very good football team and we'll be back next season. It's that simple.
You're a good footballing team. You're just not going to compete for the league. That's all.
And that's fine. If you don't want to think we compete for the league, that's your prerogative. The fact is we're still a very good football team and we're in the Champions League. We're going to be back next season and we're going to see what happens. So let's see.
I just think same old Arsenal, man. Don't worry about it.
And that's fine. That's your opinion.
Listen, it's going to be the same old Arsenal. Everyone knows that you're going to crumble under pressure. You're going to start very well.
100%
pressure's on. But when the pressure gets hold of you, your fan base are scared. They'll be nervous. When Sporting were chipping you from halfway line, I think the audacity to do that. You can never do that in Real Madrid.
Okay.
You know Sporting Lisbon to dunk someone from.
Hamza, these guys think they can go midweek and play the bench like they did in the Europa League.
I can't lie. This is gonna look real bad on you guys.
Who said
this is gonna look real bad on you guys when like 10 games in they've won like 9 out of 10. I can't lie, you guys are gonna cry.
No, but seriously,
listen, the Arsenal
my thing is very simple. If you're going to talk to me, if you're going to talk to me, talk about what I've said. I don't understand why this whole Arsenal fan said this, Arsenal fan said that.
I've just met you this week, bro. I can't make all my Arsenal takes based on what you said.
I'm not saying you make all your Arsenal takes on me. I'm saying you're talking to me. Why don't you talk about what I'm saying? Because I'm agreeing with you a lot of what you're saying, and I'm disagreeing with you at certain points. I've said to you, we were not good enough to win this league. Very simple. We weren't good enough in the Europa League. Very simple. It's not. I'm not saying that we were amazing in this and that.
All I'm just made a point that you guys just crumpled. That's all.
Lastly,
it's not about crumbling.
Remember what I said.
That's your take then.
Hey, Staffy, they're gonna say this. They're gonna get knocked out of the FA Cup. Then they say, "No, our aim is to go. Let's see Champions League." They're gonna get knocked out.
The fish are coming.
We're aiming for the league, and then they're gonna get knocked out the league. Then they're gonna say, "Oh, we've done well. We've progressed well. got a young team. So next year again, we'll go again. The same story.
Okay, and that's
we
your
already
opinion.
know,
that is your
No, no, that's
opinion. The
exactly
fact
what
is, Hamza, that if that happens, then I'm going to say that our fan base is dumb. It's very simple. We have to at least compete and win a trophy this season.
But you have
very
to call
clear.
Arteta failure. You have to.
I'm not. You don't have to tell me what I'm going to do.
He'll do anything to defend him. Hamza,
Who are
don't
you to
even
tell me what I'm
try.
going to do? I don't understand.
Hamza, when you talk about Arteta, it's like you're talking about like their
It's like,
dad, their grandfather. Never talk about Arteta.
This is the thing. This is the thing. I don't know why it has to get disrespectful. Why does that have to get disrespectful? That's very weird to me. Like, why does it have to get? Why does it have to get personal? I don't understand. But it is what it is.
Correct.
It is what it is, man.
When Pep doesn't win the
Wait, how am I being personal? What did I say?
You're talking about them like it's your dad. Like, what is that?
I said, yeah. He said they're not. He said they're not going to call him a failure.
You've got your way of doing.
You're being
okay.
You're being sensitive because I didn't say anything about you. This guy said that they won't call out Arteta as a failure, and I said, yeah, because when you talk about them, they get so sensitive, like you're talking about like a family member. There's nothing personal about it.
No, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it.
You're being sensitive, bro.
I'm not being sensitive. I just find it weird.
Listen.
I'm just find it whatever you want, bro. Find it whatever you want, bro.
Stuffy. Lastly, they will never call him up because I'll tell you why. They will never call him because when I've seen this club, that Xhaka put the finger on them and throw their shirt on the floor, and they still did not even call this guy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I am rattled now. This is just stupid, but it is what it is.
They're not gonna call Arteta out.
I can't lie, this is gonna come crashing on them next season.
No, but seriously, and literally until the last like 45 seconds, I've been perfectly calm. It's just getting ridiculous now. Like you're trying to tell me what I think. You're trying to tell me what I should do, how I should act. I don't understand what's that about.
I sat here and listened to you guys. All three of you guys were dunking on Manchester United and Ten Hag, and I let it go.
It is what it is, man.
One second,
it's fine.
The problem with this entire conversation is you guys just not listening to what Karen's saying. That's the problem.
Exactly. I don't understand.
You're saying they crumbled. He's saying yes, but that's not the entire reason. That's what he's saying.
Bro, that's his reasoning. That's fine.
Hear me out, Staffy. Hear me out.
Wallahi, I've heard it enough. I don't want to hear it again.
He's not saying that they did not crumble and it's just not a thing. He said they crumbled, but it's not the only reason. And then he gave you the other reasons. So I can't like he's acknowledging that they crumbled, but it can't be just they crumbled full stop.
Habibi,
because there's other things.
But the thing is, right, if it's a case of your team crumbled, it's not that. It has to be oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. Like, what do I have to do? It's my fan base. I don't give a shit about what other people are going to tell me to do. Why do I have to acknowledge your points? I don't understand that. Why do I have to say Arteta's a failure? I can't have my own opinion. I can't say what happens. There's no context about things.
I just wanted to come and say he's.
And in the words of Karen, no one hates Arsenal fans more than
exactly.
Arsenal fans.
So it's very simple. Honestly,
Hamza didn't say Karen has to. He said they. So if you're taking it on you, bro, then it's on you. You're being sensitive because he didn't say Karen.
I mean, but the thing is, right, and if that's the case, then maybe I've taken this wrong. Maybe I have. Fair enough.
I feel like you're being sensitive about it, bro. If I'm being very honest.
But the thing is, right, it gets to a point where you're thinking, hang on a second. We've literally just competed. We've competed. The thing is,
they're rattled, bro. They're rattled.
It's getting to the point where I mean, no, but they're cooking me as well. And you know what? Comment section. I'll say this right now. I will completely admit, until about 5 minutes ago, I am it's been fine, but it gets to the point where at points you have to admit sometimes it gets to you a little bit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So look,
wait, let me just say something.
It is what it is. It is what it is, man.
Let me say something about this comment that you have up here. I've not sat here once and defended my club for what they have been bad for. So when you say, "Oh,
now
you guys
imagine
lost 7,
what you did to Karen and go like, no, but you have defended.
Bro, you just know you did that to me in the beginning of the show. I sat here and let all three of you guys destroy my team, destroy my manager, and you know why I stayed quiet? Because when something is right,
he was
you just
waiting
have
for
to
the
let it be.
section. That's why he's
just have to acknowledge it. As much as I sit here shamelessly,
I acknowledge that. When you guys said stuff right, I acknowledged it as well. I said we crumbled. I said we weren't experiencing it.
And that's the same thing I did with my manager when Hussein
said I don't
said
get why it's a problem
ID,
when I do it.
It's not a problem, bro. But when I started coming at your manager, you said, well, apparently you guys watch Arteta more than me. But when you were saying what you think about Ten Hag, I didn't sit here and say, "Oh well, apparently you watch Ten Hag more than me."
Because you
I can
were giving
acknowledge that.
reasoning. Because you were giving reasoning that was saying that the way that you guys were giving your reasons, both of you were sitting there like you were watching Arsenal, and you were saying that this is the reason, this is the reason, this is the reason.
I think that is the reasoning, bro. I watched every game for Arsenal towards the end of the season.
You're saying that the only thing that you said, the only thing was the pressure got to them. That's it. And then they said,
I think so. That's my opinion.
And that is your opinion. I'm allowed to say that it's not the only reason. I think,
which is fine. I acknowledge that, but it doesn't mean, just like how I'm not expecting you to
I
do
am.
whatever we're saying.
Put this Eclipse comment up. I am pressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. There is part of me that's like, what are these guys talking about? The last comment. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, people who say that it's soft to get annoyed. I'm annoyed by some of these comments. It is what it is. But the fact is, look, what happens in the next season will happen. I think it's very early. I think we haven't even started preseason yet, and we'll see what happens next season. So look, it is what it is. Yeah.
So if you don't win the league, how many years have you not won the league? If next year you don't
20,
win the league,
20 will be if we don't win it next year.
20 years, 2 decades.
Yep. Correct.
So that's sad. And how many years have you not won the Champions League?
We've never won the Champions League.
No way Hamza's allowed to run that joke, bro. I'm done.
Good.
You know what?
You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that.
Now I'm rattled. Now I'm rattled.
No, it's fine. Look, seriously, we haven't won the Champions League. We haven't won the Champions League. Everyone else has. You can sing it. That's fine. I just let's not get things personal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let me just read the super chat so we can wrap up. I can't believe City fans saying this. That triggered me, man. I fucking hate these guys, man. I swear to God. And I have announced publicly, anyone going up against City has my support other than Man United, because I just, like, Man United is a different level of hate. Like, I cannot stand that football club.
Hypocrite.
And their fans are 100 times worse than Man City. Let me make that clear.
Wallahi, the biggest hypocrite.
Okay, Staffy. If Manchester United, let me not say anything, okay? But if Man United played against my neighbor, I support my neighbor against them. Big up to Murad, who says United went with the chest to Anfield. The rest is history, says Murad. Big up to you, Murad. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. I appreciate you, Habibi. And yeah, the rest is history. 7-Up history. I actually went to check something. I think their stocks went up like for the whole month, bro. I went in Jordan to the shop. 7-Up was sold out. Everyone, it just became the thing, Murad. Big up to you. Last time Arsenal beat City, Hamza didn't know City. I mean, the rumors are correct.
That's a good super chat.
Big up to you, Pastor. Yeah. Joe says 200 million for Mbappe. John W. Henry is intensive care. Joe, please go watch back the Liverpool show I did earlier on today. I went into these guys, like I'm telling you right now. James Spears got a 10-minute bollocking at the start, and he deserves it. Big up to here to there, who says, in fairness, where is it?
Unai Emery.
Unai, as in Emery.
No. Where does the super chat gone off the screen? Is it on the screen still?
It's on the screen.
We see it. We can read it if you need us.
No, it's not on the screen.
It is on the screen.
It is.
In fairness, Unai found us out at Villa on the left, and we never stabilized defensively after well before the Saliba injury. Yes and no. I mean, we looked at the way that, if you remember, actually, that Watkins' goal was a Saliba mistake. It wasn't on the left, and actually we were okay on the left. It was the fact that we didn't have the defensive security between the lines. That was the problem. We weren't compressing up enough, and that's what the real Saliba injury came of. Our defensive line dropped by 15 meters after Saliba went down, and from then we just weren't the same team. And even before that, it was getting to the point where the pressure was getting to us in terms of we were having to get 3-2 victories out of nowhere. We were trying to come back and having to do that, and I think we just got tired mentally. We got tired emotionally, and I will say that I think that at the end of the day, we weren't able to finish the job we started. But a lot of people say there's
Arsenal
one issue.
had 2 moments where they showed they can handle pressure. It's this game and Bournemouth, because they kept going.
We kept going. And this is
why
I
the
push back.
Southampton and the West Ham games is they never reached step 3. That's the problem.
My point is that I just think that when you talk about mentality, you talk about what happens, and Yeah, Leon Bailey was.
I can't lie, Leon Bailey was balling out.
He was balling out. Yeah, he was.
That was the day that
well.
Jorginho scored the winner, right?
Jorginho scored the winner.
He missed the chance right before Jorginho scored. I was watching it. I really thought Villa was
Ramsdale saved that. Let's get it right. Ramsdale
he saved it. He saved it and it hit the bar, something like that, right?
Ramsdale with a crazy reaction save to help us. But my thing is, and I don't mind if people don't think we're in a title race, by the way. It's not something I care about. My thing is I just think that when it gets to a point where you're completely disregarding 75% of the season because of what happened in the last 25 or the last 15 or 85-15, however you want to put it, I think as we get closer to what's going to happen next season, we have to take into account what we do in terms of improving the season, getting a bit younger and going this. So let's see. I'm not really going to get into it again, because I think that if you look at what we did for the entirety of last season, it's one of the most enjoyable Arsenal teams I've seen. Like all of you can admit.
In the words of Fabrizio Romano, we will see who lied. We will see.
It's not about seeing who lied.
The season's about to start.
The reason I'm a bit disappointed is because I felt like there was a bit too much, let's just cook everyone, and not a lot of like what's actually going on the pitch. It's the only reason I'm a bit like, we could have done a bit more, but like if we want to roast each other, that's fine as well. We are happy. We do.
Well, I'm not even roasting. I genuinely believe it just came down to nerves.
That's fine.
I'm actually proud of Kara because he kept his cool. Igal would have lost his mind. A couple of Arsenal fans I know would have went.
Honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It got to like when it at some point
you know when I knew Kara got annoyed is when he said yes we crumbled, but it's not the only thing, and then 3 seconds later they're like, oh, you guys crumbled. That's when I know he was.
That was literally. I don't know how you got that. That was the moment.
But you're missing the point also, because you keep saying, well, we did crumble, but 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm like, I don't care about that. I'm speaking about
you don't care about that.
Because I don't believe that. But you want to add that, and I'm like, that's fine.
It's not a question of adding that. These are actual logical facts that actually happened. These are actual things that actually happened.
I understand.
It's not a question like that.
I understand what you're saying.
As a rival, why would you care about that? That doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter. Why would it matter?
No, if it's objective and it makes sense, then I will agree with it. I just don't want to agree with all that, because I think that's more of excuses. Because I find that to be excuses. Because no one gets a lot of leeway like that. No, listen, when Hussein sits here and talks about my club
when I say that we weren't good enough, I'm saying that we're having excuses. We weren't good enough to win this league. It's very simple.
Yeah, but when you said that in the same breath, Hussein was defending you and saying, well, they weren't in a title race on accident. So if you're saying they weren't on a title race in accident, it means they're good enough. But then you're saying they're not good enough. So it's contradictory.
No, I'm saying we're good enough to be in a title race. We weren't good enough to win the league. We were good enough to be in a title race. Yes, we were. We got over 86 points. We got 85 points. Sorry, we got 86 points.
The reason
good enough on the pitch.
For me, the only reason why I think what Staffy and Hamza are saying is crazy is even if like they're not 50 points in 19 games good, you add Rice, Havertz, and Timber to that mixture. That's that's 2 good additions out of 3.
But the one thing I'll push back on is everyone's improving. Everyone is improving this season. So
but I don't think that.
I know, but this is the thing.
I don't think United are improving. Honest opinion, no banter. I don't think United are improving. I don't think Newcastle are going to be in any conversation.
We haven't even talked about like things we said we would. We didn't talk about. We didn't talk about Højlund or Caicedo or any of these things. We just ended up.
We actually did that. Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. Look, I just think that there's.
I don't want them to watch a movie back. That's the thing. Like, when it gets to
and it's already 1 hour 42, man.
Yeah, because I want them to be able to enjoy the replay. Hamid Zahabi says they used to have 8 points ahead of us, and nobody believes the Arsenal were going to win the league because it's Arsenal. Zahabi's a City fan as well. Big up to you for the super chat, and I hear where they're coming from. I can't lie, there were a couple of people on Spaces so adamant that Arsenal are going to win the league, and fair enough. What they said came true in the end, so fair enough.
I will admit this. I have no problem with admitting I was wrong. I thought we were going to win the league, and we were wrong. It's not something that.
No, Arsenal Express is never late. That's all I'm gonna say. It's never late.
This is the thing. It's not fact. It's just banter. But it is what it is.
It's facts, bro.
Last year, man. You can start. It is what it is, man.
You guys can start all you want. The Arsenal Express is never late. Hamza knows it. Spurs knew it the season before. We've seen
Staffy, how many times are we gonna repeat that joke? 7 times?
Yeah.
Anyway, big up to you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on yet another transfer show. Thank you all for joining us on yet another.
It was just so corny.
So corny. Look at his head. Look at his face. Show them your face again. Show them your face. Show them your face when I said that joke. Your head was so hot. Wallah.
No, it was just corny.
Go back to that moment and just look at Staffy's head. It was gonna explode. Anyway, Everyone watching us right now, there's still 300 people. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing, continue to share the channel. I love you all. Big up to Mohammed Zaabi, big up to Marlo, big up to Cool Guy, Chombe, Zlatan, Staffy. Staffy?
What
This
do you
guy
say,
that
my
sent in
name?
a super chat, his name's Staffy. Big up to him. Big up to AJ. Big up to FM for the super sticker. Big up to Costa, Joe, and here to there for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're slapping the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. We're going to go around the lovely panel. They're going to let you know where you can find them. I want to start with the warrior, man like Karan. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Current BOP on Twitter. You can find me at Baller Passion on YouTube. And people, just accept what you are. Just if you're rattled, you're hot. Just accept it. If you're wrong, accept it. If things go badly, accept it. These things, it's life, my brothers. It's nothing that deep. So, good luck to everyone on the panel. Good luck to everyone in the comments, and just enjoy yourselves, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I know it's just a lot of us trying to get one over each other, but it is what it is. Let's see what happens next season, because tomorrow, next season, it's all anew. So let's see, man.
Let's go. Big up Karan, man. The second warrior who got his manager got roasted for 45 minutes. Staffy, where can people find you, man?
At least you admitted that you just sat there and roasted my manager.
No, I roasted Ten Hag. I don't believe in this Ten Hag guy at all.
And I still took it like a man. But anyways, everyone in the comments, you can keep crying. I've never gotten more insulted in the comment section like today. But you guys can keep crying. Anyways, thank you for having me, bro. This is my socials listed over here. This is my YouTube channel listed over there. Go ahead and follow me there.
Big up. And finally, the travel winner, man like Hamza. Late 20 minutes, like a celebrity, as always. Where can people find you?
People can find me dunking on Bayern Munich, dunking on Real Madrid, dunking on Inter Milan, winning the Champions League and the treble. No, I'm joking. So, listen, you can find me on my new YouTube channel, Hamza Talks Ball, I think. Listen, that's it. And you can find me on Twitter.
Astaghfirullah. Wallahi, the fact City fans can say they won the Champions League gets on my last nerve. I just cannot deal with it. I love you all, man.
It's not my last one.
I know. I think you're going to win it again next year.
Next season's fine.
Yeah, I think it's going to win it again. Anyway, yallah, see you guys tomorrow. Bro.